this week on the NFL Coaches Hot Seat. According to Bleacher Report, Gridiron, Urban Meyer, David Coley, Matt Nagy, and Joe Judge.
Hot boy.
All right, so I don't know if anybody saw this, but after the Vikings won last week, there was an awkward celebration with Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins was screaming his favorite quote, "You like that? You like that?" while punching Zimmer in the chest. It was a very awkward moment. That's how we're starting this off. Mike Zimmer's getting flamed up. I'm sorry.
Let's go! Welcome, everybody, to the Rick D Podcast. Fucking let it ride then. How about them Cowboys? Poyer over McGregor any day. The Rick D platform is live right now.
I got some Rick T, from the field to the big leagues. Bang Moody from the three, I'm like KD. Number one draft pick, you should pick me. You ain't considered the GOAT if you don't got a ring. Eric and Jello like Brady throwing it to AB. My team a home run with more stars than the Yankees. Now we getting cocky. Had to put my goals on ice like Sidney Crosby. No, they can't stop me. Got my swing on the back, put my team on my back. You can get all the games, all the stats, and all the facts. This ain't Stephen A. or Max. Too sharp to get skipped, and you can't dispute that. This a duck put back. If you ever take an L, then we gotta run it back. If you coming here for sports, then you never coming back. That's real, homie, for real. Was a zero, Damian Lil. Now I'm pulling up from the logo. Bang, making them feel. Running to get the deal, get your family in the hills. Get focused, put your work in on the court and on the field. That's real, homie, for real. Was a zero, Damian Lil. Now I'm pulling up from logos. Bang, making them feel. I got some Rick T, from the field to the big leagues. Bang Moody from the three, I'm like KD. Number one draft pick, you should pick me. You ain't considered the GOAT if you don't got a ring. You ain't considered the GOAT if you don't got a ring.
Hey, 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 hey.
Ooh. How'd you get my signature on the screen like that? I didn't sign no autograph yet.
You got your own little graphic going on. I see you with the welcome, Tony Cave.
Thanks.
To the Rick D Podcast here on January 8th, 2022, our second show of the year. We are live on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and we are live right here on Instagram Live, man. So if you guys aren't watching on one of those four things, what the hell are you doing with your Saturday night, man? Maybe watching the Dallas Cowboys destroy the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know, man. But thank you guys for tuning in wherever you guys are tuning in from, whether you're at home.
Hang on. Let's stop right there.
What, Tony? What?
Jason Kelce, the legend, kept his streak alive by playing in one snap tonight and then left the field. He's now up to 122 starts consecutively.
Whoopee.
He's a legend, bro. He's a
That's
legend.
fake. That's fake. That's why I respect Joe Judge, because he sat Eli's ass even with him having the record. He's like, I don't care. I don't care. Sit your ass on the bench, man. That's what they should have did to Jason Kelsey, man. But I do want to say what's up to everybody tuning in, man. My guy Zylo, my guy Jay Money Time. I know more of you guys will be flowing in throughout the show, and thank you guys for tuning in to the Rick D Podcast, Season 2, Episode 34. Almost a Season 3, man. We are almost getting to playoffs. We are into the first 2 games. Cowboys game ain't over. You come on now. What? I knew the minute that Jalen Hurts wasn't playing that this one was over. Let's be honest here for a second. No Jalen Hurts. I like Gardner Minshew. I do. He wasn't going to beat us.
Minshew's my guy.
He wasn't going to beat us. It's as simple as that, man. I like Minshew, but it wasn't going to happen, man. But let's look at it. NFL Week 18 here on the Rick T Podcast. Starting off with the first 2 games that happened today. Broncos versus Kansas City, and then now Dallas versus Philadelphia. Starting off with this Denver versus Kansas City game, man. Kansas City 11-5 went to Denver 7-9. Kansas City was a -11 favorite, over and under 45.5. And you guys went ahead and took a hard L, Tony. So how you feeling about that? What was the final score? Tell us a little bit about that, bro.
Oh man, I don't even really want to talk about this game much. That's a lie. I do. So we're down by 7 points, right?
Mhm.
And with 4 minutes left, and Pat Shurmur and Vic Fangio decided to kick a field goal to chip into the 7-point lead to apparently get ready for the 5th quarter, because we know damn well 4 minutes is way too much time for Pat Mahomes. He can waste 4 minutes just like that.
100%.
And I'm just over it all. I've been waiting. I've been looking at my phone, waiting to see that Vic's been fired, waiting to see that Pat's been fired. George, what is taking so long? Get these guys out of here. Get them on the next plane to wherever they're going. Let me know if you need help. I'll help book the plane. I will get them on the phone. I'll get them out of here. I don't want anything to do with them anymore.
So this is what I have to say about this game, and I'll go ahead and be 100% real with it. I'm no Broncos lover. I am no Kansas City lover. So this is a game of 2 teams that aren't necessarily my favorite. I was very biased on this whole thing. And Matt Ferracci on Instagram is saying, how am I feeling about this 3rd place game? I'll go ahead and answer that in a second, Matt. Goodness. But anyway, what's good, RTP? Happy game night. Hey, Astro. How about them Cowboys, baby? You already know what we do here on the Rick T Podcast, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to all my Cowboys fans out there. Can't wait for Don to pop up in the chat. Can't wait for Dallas, Mike, all these guys to pop up in the chat. Where my Dallas love at, man. For real, for real. But Kansas City, 11-5, traveled up to Denver, 7-9. Denver played very, very well with their backup quarterback. Let's go ahead and be real. Drew Lock is not a starter. Drew Lock has never been a starter, necessarily a starter. He was a starter for them. But I don't think John Elway ever had it in his mind that this was our franchise guy, that this guy was going to stick. And he came in today and showed why he should get to stay in Denver, honestly, in my opinion. So just looking at Drew Lock's stats, honestly, and I said this to Tony before the show started, I said he played a lot better than his stat sheet is showing. So it's saying he went 12 for 24. So he literally went 50%, 162 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, only took 1 sack, 71.9% quarterback rating. Not the best, not the worst. But one thing I have to say about this is they played the Kansas City Chiefs, who are the odds to be favorite for the Super Bowl, and they only lost 24-28. And let's be real, that Melvin Gordon fumble that happened, if that doesn't happen, Denver wins the damn game. So I don't know. I didn't think Denver played a bad game. Just couldn't finish, man. Kansas City got a nice little turnover there and ended up, capitalizing on it. So shout out Kansas City. Now 12-5, sitting. I actually seen a stat. They will no longer be any worse than the number 2 seed in the AFC going into playoffs. So congratulations to Kansas City Chiefs. And then, as you guys know, this was the last game of the season for Denver, man. So Tony, how you feeling about that? What's your expectations for the Denver Broncos in 2022?
So going forward, I have no disrespect for Melvin Gordon at all. Let's just make that 100% clear. But I want to move on from Melvin Gordon, and I want Javonte Williams to have the lead role 100% next year.
Yeah.
100%. I went and got myself a Javonte Williams jersey. We all know it. I've worn it on the show. Now, the major thing is, I've said it already on this show, get this coaching staff out of here. Get our offensive coordinator, our special teams guy, and our head coach on a plane and get them out of here. That's the main thing I want to see. And if we're going to let Drew Lock have a full season, give him a whole damn season.
I agree with that.
Let this guy develop. He's showing signs that he can be good, not great. I haven't seen any signs of him being, the next Aaron Rodgers or the next Tom Brady. You know what I mean? I'm seeing signs of him being Cam Newton.
Started off really good and is just fading out really fast, fizzling out.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, you can't compare Drew Lock and Cam Newton, so I hope chat doesn't tear me apart for that.
Well, Tony's saying Drew was moving today, so maybe you can compare the two. You know what I'm saying? And he was, man, 2 rushing touchdowns just off the bat. He was keeping them in this game, bro. He was definitely, like I said, no touchdowns, no interceptions, which doesn't look too good. But he only took 1 sack, which wins games, especially when you're going against players like who are on Kansas City's defense. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Drew Lock. He was doing his thing today. Like you said, you have no love lost for Melvin Gordon. Me neither. But, man, that fumble hurt. Big time.
Yes, it's time for 3-3, baby. It's time for 3-3. Let him run the rock consistently. Have one guy rotate in for when he's tired. He busted off 3 30-yard runs. You know what I mean? He got you down to the red zone. He's exhausted. He's not going to be able to punch it in. Have somebody come in and finish it off for him. You know what I mean? I'm tired of us not letting these young guys develop all over the field.
Let me go ahead and ask everybody in chat, and I know your opinion on this, but let me ask everybody in chat on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you're watching from. Do you guys think Javonte Williams is the next man up? Do you think Melvin Gordon's time in Denver is done for, or do you think they're going to still give him a chance? Because he did have some big plays today. Let's be honest. He had some bigger plays, one being that bigger – was it a touchdown run? I don't know if he made it all the way into the end zone, but I know he had that bigger run. And then he ended up hurting the team by that big fumble, returned 84 yards for a touchdown, man. So, I don't know. Like I said, Denver loses 24-28. But then let's look on the other side real quick, just super fast. Pat Mahomes, 27 for 44, 61% completion rate, and 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 1 sack, 93.9% quarterback rating. That's going to win you the game. But, man, when you're looking at Pat Mahomes and you're thinking 27 for 44, we can beat this guy, Pat Mahomes. You're sure in the fuck right, but when he throws for 270 yards and your offense is making mistakes like you did, you're not going to win that game.
Well, one of the announcers said it at the beginning of the game, and I'm sorry, chat. We all know that I'm a huge Broncos fan, so I'm not trying to make this continue on. We'll get on with the show. I just want to say one more thing. The announcer at the beginning of the game said you can't just kick field goals and have Pat Mahomes on the other side of the field ready to score touchdowns on your head.
100%, man.
We can have the number 1 defense in the league, and we're still not going to win that game.
See, and I'm seeing it here, man. Lil Spinks 09 is saying in the chat, Melvin Gordon to a new team. And then we have Matt Faraci commenting on Instagram Live saying Javonte Williams will be a top 10 running back next year, in my opinion. So it's not just you. It's not just you thinking that Vic Fangio sucks. It's not just you thinking that it's Javonte Williams' time. Everybody's thinking it. I just don't understand what the Denver staff is doing. You know what I'm saying? Why would, and especially for millions of dollars, like you're paying Javonte Williams basically nothing. You know what I'm saying? You have to pay Melvin Gordon being a veteran. Why? Which one's better? Which one are you going to get more use out of? You know what I'm saying? So it's a weird situation, sticky situation for sure, man. Let's move on though. Let's talk about the second game actually playing right now. Whoops, wrong one. Dallas Cowboys at Philadelphia Eagles. Cowboys 11-5, Eagles 9-7. Both teams have clinched a spot for playoffs already, so this game really doesn't mean shit. So I'll go ahead and start it. Cowboys -3.5, over under 44.5. But the games did start at 8:15 Eastern time. So honestly, Dallas is up right now 30-17. And my cousin Sergio even said it in chat. This Dallas game is not over. And being the last game of the season, I would like to say no Jalen Hurts. We're up by, 17 points. This game is over. But let's be honest. Any given Sunday, it's the NFL. Anything can happen on any given Sunday. So I'm not going to go ahead and count out Gardner Minshew. I'm not going to count out Nick Sirianni. I'm not going to count out the Philadelphia Eagles, who actually have the best rushing game since, week 6 I think they've had 7 or 8 games in a row where they've scored or rushed for 100 more yards or 100 yards in at least their last 6 or 7 games, man. And that's that. No other team in the NFL has done that, man. So the Philadelphia Eagles are definitely doing their damn thing. And I said it to Tony, and I'll say it to everybody here. The Eagles, we're going to sweep them this year. I think we're going to win this game. We've already beat them earlier in the season, but I do not want to see this Eagles team in the playoffs, man. Something about these lower wild card teams like the Philadelphia Eagles, they're gritty. They're gritty. Something about them is like intimidating. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to deal with Jalen Hurts all game long in a wild card game. Like it's not what I want to see. You know what I'm saying, man? But Cowboys up 30-17. Eagles driving right now. But the Cowboys defense looks really good. Dak is slinging the cookie. No Tony Pollard, but Ezekiel Elliott is running the rock. CD Amari always goes off versus the Eagles, man. So shout out to my boys. You guys already know what it is. How about them Cowboys? Tony, how you feeling about this one, bro?
Well, I'm in the other league. I'm playing for my money back right now. I got Amari Cooper and Greg the Leg. It's looking all right for me right now. It's looking okay. So I'm loving it. But I don't want to say too much because, you know, I'm the jinx for the Cowboys in general. So we'll leave it at that.
I appreciate it, man. My cousin Sergio is saying boys definitely winning by 1 touchdown at least. J Money Time is saying Eagles touchdown ? So I did just watch an Eagles touchdown, but there's a flag on the field. I guess we're gonna have to see what's going on and what's happening with it. One thing I want to say about this specifically is how weird is it that the 2 hosts of the Rick T podcast, both of their teams played on Saturday night on week 18. Like the night that we are busy doing our show, both of our teams decided they wanted to play tonight. And actually, it wasn't even a touchdown. He fucking dropped it. So maybe I'm a little bit behind. Maybe I'm about to see something that J Money Time seen a little bit ago. You know what I mean? He just dropped that shit right in the end zone. But man, let's move on. Getting out of the NFL talk, we'll come right back to it because we do have some news, and of course we have our NFL pick'ems, and we're definitely doing NFL trivia for you guys tonight. No cutoff short, but let's move into something a little bit different, man. Fan control football news here on the Rick T podcast, man. And I'm super excited to talk about this, being that there's been so much drama, so much news. And actually today was the day of the Fan Control Football Combine down there in Atlanta, Georgia. It was the 3rd one. As you guys see, the one in Arlington, Texas happened December 4th. Done. Got a bunch of ballers signed. The one on December 18th in Los Angeles. Done. Got a bunch more ballers signed. And then today, January 8th, we did have our one in Atlanta, Georgia. Now that one is complete, the next one is on February 5th in Orlando, Florida. And then January 26th in Atlanta, Georgia. Or I said Orlando. Yeah, Orlando, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia. If you do want to go ahead and try out for the Fan Control Football League, man, go ahead and sign up and get your tryout in at player.fcf.io/apply. We want to see all of our fans here on the Rick T podcast. We want to see if you got talent. If you know you have enough talent to play in a professional football league, definitely go sign up, man. Matt, if you ever get out of the MLB videography thing, I definitely expect you to be trying out. I have a couple people in mind that I've been wanting to hit up, to get to try out for the Fan Control Football League, man, because what is Iggy doing back there?
He's trying to mess up the bed I just made, bro.
What a fucking prick.
I know. He's being an asshole.
What a fucking prick, man. But let's talk a little bit more about this Fan Control Football Combine, man, and I can go ahead and share the screen right here. Just a little something that happened today, just this morning. You guys see the Fan Control Football Commissioner, Ray Austin, going ahead and teaching up some defensive backs, man. Going to go ahead and see their back pedal out there. A lot of special things happen, man. And one thing I'm excited to see about this specifically is there's not a lot of DBs that come to these combines. As you guys know, it's usually receivers, it's usually quarterbacks, it's usually stuff like that. So it's fun to see DBs and linemen and stuff like that you wouldn't originally see come to these combines, man. And there's always football players where the guy destroying that. And he was definitely at the Fan Control Football Combine talking his shit today. So let me go ahead and show you guys this a little bit.
Hey man, we're out here at the FCF Atlanta Combine trying to find some dogs. These guys running 40s, they're running routes, they're doing all of it. Trying to see who's gonna be the next Glacier Boy, man.
So first things first, Tony, I think you can back me up on this. You don't want to be a Glacier Boy. You definitely want to be a Zapper. Maybe a beast if you're lucky enough.
You're going to catch me season 3.0 at a combine. That's what you're going to do.
like season, like scouting or like playing? What
Hey
you
man,
talking
we're out here at the FCF Atlanta Combine trying to find some dogs. These guys running 40.
Are you talking about playing or coaching?
Yeah, I'm a dog. Sign me.
What you want to get on destroying's combine video?
Yeah, but I don't want to be a Glacier boy, and you can clip that.
Let's go ahead and check out a little couple more videos that we had today. A couple players just warming up and stuff like that. It was a beautiful venue that they had the tryouts at, man. So it's super exciting. I know we had a couple people today that were actually at the combine who, originally tuned into this show. My guy Jigaman Porto, a couple other people were actually at the Fan Control Football Combine doing their thing. First time on FCTV. They actually did the What the show on the Fan Control Football channel, man. So shout out to my guys Jigaman, Stathead, TGP, Coach Richie, AJ, Kung Fu D, all of them, the whole JMP crew, man, did their thing the first time on our FCTV, leading the way for some of us other Fan Control Football sports podcasts that definitely want to be in their shoes doing the same thing on FCTV here in season 2.0, man. So thank you guys for leading the way. Definitely got some pointers, definitely got some tips and stuff like that. So definitely going to take them in mind, man. We appreciate you guys. But moving on, man, still talking about the Fan Control Football League. As you guys know, there's been some shaky ass news that has been happening, brother. There's been some real shaky news, man. And I actually have a video. As you guys know, Antonio Brown last Sunday ended up throwing his gear off, throwing it onto into the crowd and walking off the field for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Since then, he's only had one single interview, and I'm excited to say that the interview was with Zappers owner, majority Zappers owner, Bob Mentry, and the rest of the Nelk boys, man. And I just have a little clip of just this little interview from Antonio Brown and what he said to the Nelk boys, man. So check this out.
I smelled.
It was like, hey, what was the wager of AB showing up today? Okay,
Let's just say I'm down a lot of money, AB.
So I was just telling them, like, they want to know why I would come in and about business.
Yeah.
Bro, how's business?
I love it. Well,
Boom.
hey, by the way, too.
Boom.
By the way, there's a bigger bag potentially down the road. If I got a football league, arena football league, the FCFL. You ever thinking of maybe coming in and coaching a game? We don't even need you to play.
You want me to be a head coach?
For one game, for a fucking big bag.
For a fucking
All you
big
gotta do is
bag.
come in for
He's talking my language.
There you go.
My God.
Exactly.
bag? What
AB,
kind of
See
bag
my
you
little
got?
shades? I got the red.
AB, what I'm talking about, you ain't,
going up.
you ain't playing football. What you're doing is this. You're mentoring these young fucking football players and one
Bob, I
opportunity.
love the way you're talking. I would love to come help out your squad if it's for inspiration.
There it is.
motivation.
There is no need to play football.
No, but I
I'm
thought
talking-
you was going in the direction of Todd
Are you out of
Haley.
your fucking mind? What do you think this is? A game? No, I'm
That's what I
telling.
was telling him.
I know.
Bob, I like the way you're talking. Your
Thank
levels
you. I
going
know what I'm
up.
doing, AB. This is
I'm
the reason-
hey, Rich, we sending Bob some Fashion Over
Thank
pants. He got
you.
fucking
Thank
ketchup,
you. Thank you, everybody.
ketchup on his pants.
Oh man, I need.
You gotta look like it's going on. Even if it's not going on, I give off an impression
I know.
that everything's all right.
I know, but I can't pull it off like
Oh.
you're a good looking guy.
So you can do it.
So, man, AB, first things first, AB, business here on the Zappers Nation is fucking booming. You already know what it is. I had a lot of people recruited from Zappers
which makes
or from the
accomplishing
Beast
your work goals
Mafia,
easier.
from Glacier Boys Mafia to come join us over at Zappers Nation. And man, all I can say is business is fucking booming, man. And shout out to Fashion Nova, man. The day of that interview, all my Fashion Nova gear came in, and I said, what a coincidence that I have the possibility of working with a Mr. Antonio Brown in the Fan Control Football League. And all my Fashion Nova gear got in, and he's a high sponsor for Fashion Nova, man. So shout out to you, Antonio. Shout out to Fashion Nova. Not sponsored by any fucking
I was just about to say, bro.
just shout out. I just wanted to say shout out to all y'all.
The Rick T
Doing the
podcast
goddamn
is not sponsored by Antonio Brown. We are not sponsored by Fashion Nova. We are not sponsored by the beer that I drink on this episode.
One thing I do want to say, Tony, is what Fan Control Football owner do you know working harder than Bob Mentry, baby? Maybe destroying?
Yeah. In different realms, yeah. They're both working pretty hard.
Bob Mentry, man, Zapper Nation, man. But if you guys don't believe it, read this. ESPN dropped the thing and it said Antonio Brown also in that interview questions Tom Brady's friendship, still wants to play in the NFL despite breakup with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In the meantime, Brown said he plans to be a coach for a team in the Fan Control Football League that featured Johnny Manziel last year and has owners including Marshawn Lynch, Austin Eckler, Tiki, and Rondé Barber. a source that confirmed to ESPN's Kevin Sheriff that the league is working on an agreement to finalize Brown as a coach, man. And I don't want to, toot my own horn. I don't want to go over, what I really, really know. But all I'm saying is there is a real possibility, and to me, it's a 90%, 95%, just me being me. But there's a real possibility that Antonio Brown is going to be working in the Fan Control Football League, working with these young players for the Zappers. And hopefully, man, we get to work together to go ahead and make a business boom in the Fan Control Football League, man. So shout out to you, Antonio. Shout out to Bob, like I said, and shout out to all you guys who you want to see AB in the Fan Control Football League, man, because there's a lot of haters. There's a lot of fucking haters, man. So, Tony, just swinging it to you real quick. How are you feeling on this whole situation, specifically with Antonio Brown joining the Fan Control Football League? Do you think it'll be good for the league? Do you think it'll be bad for the league? What's your worries with it? What do you think's the upside with it? Just tell us a little bit about your opinion on it.
I love it. I mean, you and I were in a Twitter space last night, and
Yes, sir.
I joined a little bit late, but my main question was who's on board with it. And I think the majority of everybody in that chat was on board with it. Am I correct?
Yeah. Everybody on the Twitter space last night was definitely on board with it, but not to say that there wasn't a lot of people within the league that have a real say, that were not really too fond of Antonio Brown and his antics that happened last Sunday. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I mean, our slogan on the Rick T podcast, any publicity is good publicity, right?
facts like a motherfucker.
So I'm on board with it. I love it. Antonio Brown's a funny guy, in my opinion. I laugh every time he does something crazy. I mean, he had that incident at the gated community. I was cracking up, bro. He's got the incident.
A bag of baby dicks at his baby mama.
Yeah, bro. Just wilding out. And I'm just dying laughing every time. I think he'd fit in well with the FCF. I think it's a great addition.
So this is why I think it's a great addition. And a lot of people say that his antics are too much. He's going to make the FCF look bad. So for that reason, I say, look at all the things that he's done before. All the things that he did with Pittsburgh, the stuff that he did with, the Patriots, and the stuff that he did with the Raiders, and now the stuff that he did with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Does it make any of those teams look bad, or does it just make him look bad? Because it sounds like to a lot of people, they're just looking at him and saying it making him look bad. So I don't understand what so many people are worried about it making the Fan Control Football League look so poorly or so looked down upon. You know what I'm saying? The Fan Control Football League is a smaller league anyway, so it's going to have its haters. And Tony, specifically, especially today at the Combine, there's a lot of fucking haters. There's a lot of people that do not like the Fan Control Football League for some weird-ass reason. They're not on board with it. But, man, we're going to ride with it anyway, and I think Antonio Brown kind of has that mindset where he doesn't give a fuck if you like it or not. He's going to do what he likes to do, and that's kind of the mindset we have in the Fan Control Football League here anyway, is we don't care if you like it. We love it, and we're going to continue to build it up, and Fan Control Football is only going up. Like we said last night, and continue to the moon, man. Fan Control Football isn't going anywhere anytime soon, man. But for another reason, I think Antonio – go ahead. Speak on it.
I just want to go back to that hater thing real quick. If you were in the FCF chat earlier and you saw me wilding out, I apologize. I was not having it. I was just trying to stand up for the league that we are all a part of, you know what I mean? And there were some haters in the chat, and I took it personally. And I like to talk a little shit every once in a while, so I apologize.
FCF, Astro, my guy. FCF is the best. Astro, let me talk to you for a second, man. And this has nothing to do with Antonio Brown, man, but I know you a beast, but they gonna suck this year, bro. Come on over to Zappers Nation and let's get it popping, bro. Everyone knows Zappers Nation is coming hard. Antonio Brown is just the newest addition to it. But another reason I think Antonio Brown in general will fit in this league, and like I said, a lot of people were just worried about him and his antics. Well, let's talk about him and his resume, specifically just here in 2021 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are 5-4 without Antonio Brown when he is either hurt or suspended. They are 7-0 when he is playing in the game, man. I'm not the type to dick ride anybody. I'm not gonna do it. Still here on the Rick T podcast. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it. He said on the Full Send podcast, he was like, Antonio Brown is the best receiver on that Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, right? 2 of the 3 said right. Bob said, I think it's a mixture between all 3 of you. I 100% think that Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are absolute dogs. But this statistic alone tells you something. 5-4 without AB on the field, 7-0 with AB on the field. Do you want him on the field when you see that statistics? Of course you do.
Okay.
He's
Do
a
we
winner.
want to discuss this, or are we going to roll past this? Because I think I have a different view than you do on this.
Go ahead and express it. I think Antonio Brown, with this alone, tells us that he knows how to play football. He knows the game of football. Him plus, obviously, Tom Brady is a key to winning 7-0. Without
And I
AB on
completely
the field,
agree.
5-4.
And I completely agree. But if you take away Mike Evans and you take away Chris Godwin off that team, and Antonio Brown's the number one guy, their go-to guy, no matter what, it's not the same. It's not the same. He has the talent. He can be a number one guy anywhere in the league that he wants to, but it's not the same, because what happens when you have 3 all-star wide receivers is the field spreads out. You have a defense scrambling to try to cover 3 different guys. You know what I mean? And 3 different main guys are the thing. So I wouldn't say he's the best on that team. If I had a choice, Mike Evans is my choice.
So, and I don't think we have very different opinions. I think I maybe just worded it a little bit wrong or different or something like that. I think AB is a dog, but he is not the only dog on that receiving core. Like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are number ones. So when you have 3 number ones on the team, it's like you said, it spreads the ball out. But all I'm saying is that being said, in our opinion, when you look at this statistic, it makes you feel away. You know what I'm saying? 5-4 without AB on the field, 7-0 with AB on the field. As much as I think Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are fucking good, just as good as AB, what is this?
So
why
this
are
is
they
exactly
7-0 with AB on the field? You know what I'm saying?
Just like I just said, man, it's the exact thing I just said. They got to cover 3 number ones instead of 2.
It's
a
different,
huge
man.
difference. It's a huge difference.
It's like being the Cowboys, baby, when you got 3 number ones.
I mean, I don't know. Amari Cooper had to whine and complain to get his touches, but
honestly, he just have certain like pop off games against certain teams. I can always depend on him versus Philly. I can always depend on him for 100 at least, man. But staying on this fan control football topic before we move on, let's go ahead and read. Ray Austin, the commissioner of the Fan Control Football League, had a saying for people who are sitting their ass at home, man. You're a play away from being in the NFL and out of the NFL. So when you open yourself up to opportunities like this as an athlete, those are the type of players that we're looking for and we want as a part of our league, man. So what he's saying basically, just to dumb it down for a lot of, watchers here on the Rick T podcast, because we are some dumbasses here. Let's be real with some dumbasses here.
Chat is not a bunch of dumbasses. You and I are.
You and I are a bunch of dumbasses here. Sorry, chat. Dumbass saying. You see what I mean? But to dumb it down for you guys, Ray Austin is saying, man, we want people that know that every play means something. Whether you're getting the ball, whether you're not getting the ball, whether it's a smaller league like the Fan Control Football or the NFL, you should be playing 110% every single time, because you never know when it's going to be over. You never know when life is going to be over. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, those are the type of players that we're looking for, and those are the type of people that we want in our league. If you're that type of person, man, like I said, go ahead and try out maybe in Orlando, Florida, maybe in Atlanta, Georgia this year for the 2022 season at player.fcf.io/apply, man. That's it. That's all we got for our Fan Control Football news here on the Rick T podcast, man. But moving on, we're not done. We're not done with football. College football news here on the Rick T podcast. It's time, and we have one topic, but it's one interesting ass topic that I just could not skim past. 1,480 players entered the NCAA transfer portal just this cycle. It's ridiculous, right? That is absolutely absurd. So let's go ahead and talk about what that means, man. That's more players than an entire conference. Literally an entire conference. It's also enough to field a starting offense plus defense for 67 football teams. Like I said, 1,480 players into the transfer portal. I don't know what the deal is, man. So, Tony, I just want to ask for your personal opinion. Why are so many players entering the goddamn transfer portal, trying to find a new home? I think it's just weird. And I know people grow up and people grow up fast. Me and you obviously went to college together. That's how we met. So we've been to college. But, man, if I was playing at CMU and I didn't really have too much opportunity, man, I would want to make my opportunity to the mostest and not just go somewhere and restart completely. So why is there 1,400 kids that entered the transfer portal just this cycle, bro? Why are they breaking the stigma, bro?
I mean, so you know me, I'm not 100% knowledgeable of this college football thing just yet. I'm trying. I think next year I'm probably going to be on a good enough level to have a lot of these conversations. From an outside perspective, what I'm seeing is one, you're having major coaches make jumps to different teams, stuff like that, maybe even not being a college coach anymore. We have star players entering the transfer portal. And as soon as, if you have 5-star players into the transfer portal, that opens up their spot plus the backup spot to go and compete for something for a guy that doesn't have it, or for a position that's not sealed and done with yet. You know what I mean? So Caleb Williams, as soon as he transferred, type of thing.
Yeah.
It opened up his starting spot, the second and the third string.
I really don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I said, if you're committing your freshman year to some place, say I'm committing to Oregon, there is a reason that I'm doing that. There is a specific reason that I'm signing to Oregon. So I think it is confusing that, a year later, a lot of these players are like, yeah, I just can't do it. I hate it here. It's not my place. I never liked it here. Why did you sign there then?
You only get a chance to tour these schools once, maybe twice before you commit, bro.
So you're thinking you're only seeing the things that they want to show you until you get there. Then you see the things that you don't like.
100%.
So let me ask you real quick.
I'm going to answer real quick. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah.
Yes, Justin, I am. Yes. Okay, we're good.
Do you support the transfer portal? Do you support these players transferring and finding new homes?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you're in college. You're not getting paid to play football. You're getting paid from endorsements at this point, and that just happened. That just opened up. So if you're not getting paid, you don't have a contract with these people. You can drop out at any time. You could leave and just go on with the rest of your life if you want to. So 100%, you should not be locked down to one place.
I don't think they should be locked down. I have a weird opinion on it. And me being the college football analyst here on the Rick T podcast, I think I know a little bit more about the transfer portal. It used to be where if players transferred, especially starters, and Astro saying have the NIL now, can go to different school locations for added perks. And I understand that 100%, but why? Like, why not do that in the first place? Why be so stingy with it? I don't know. I'm just too loyal of a person.
Let me open this up for you a little bit more, okay? Say you committed to Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Oregon. The coach is biased as hell because you got a weird looking eyebrow. No disrespect. But the coach is biased against you, and you're a phenomenal player. You got a little bit of playing time, and you showed some other coaches around here that you can play ball. You talked to 1 or 2 other coaches. They want you to come play. They don't care about your weird looking eyebrow, and now you're going to go get more reps. And that's just one situation, bro. We're talking about over almost 1,500. Sorry, voice cracked. Sorry. We're talking about almost 1,500 college coaches or college players that have an opportunity to go and better their college football career.
Coaches get 0 penalty for leaving. So why should the player? And this is coming from a college football player. So one thing that I have to say about it, and this might be a little weird for me. I might be a college old head, if you want to call me that. There used to be when you transferred, especially as a star player, they used to have to wait a year to play again. You know what I mean? Like they'd give you that year where you have to just sit on your ass at that school and make sure you're like you are going to play at that school. You're going to sit at that school for a year before you play. So Astro, I thought you were a Dallas fan. Oh, Clement. Yeah, he's on our team. He used to play for the Eagles. I was like, what the fuck, Astro? Thought you were a Dallas fan, dog. What the fuck? But no, they used to have that penalty where you used to have to sit for a year, and it used to kind of give players the opportunity to leave if they wanted to. But it used to almost kind of give them that little threat, I know if I leave, I'm not going to get to play for 2 years. You know what I mean? I'm still going to have to sit and wait my turn. But now players are like Spencer Rattler, for example, 5-star quarterback, was Oklahoma's baby, went to Oklahoma, got benched, and now he's going to play. He's going to start and be somebody else's baby at South Carolina next year. I just don't understand how. And same with Caleb Williams, just brought them to almost the playoffs. And it could be anybody. It could be Bryce Young from Alabama. If he wanted to transfer, he would be starting somewhere next season. And I
Well,
don't
let's talk
understand
about
that.
Oregon's quarterback that they just got then.
Ooh, Bo Nix.
Yeah, should he sit a whole nother year?
If I agree that should be the transfer coach or the transfer portal's penalty, yes.
But it would piss you off a little bit because you just got a great quarterback.
We got Ty. This is biased to ask that about Oregon, though.
Exactly. And for me, I don't even know who's starting at quarterback next year for UCLA because I'm not a big college guy yet, but I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed if Spencer Rattler transferred to UCLA and all of a sudden we're a contender. You know what I mean? He's got to sit for a year? No, sir. No, sir.
I don't know, man. And I don't know, Matt. Maybe we just see different on this, but why would coaches have to sit?
It's the same thing.
I mean, I guess you're right when you put it that way. Maybe I'm just not wide open to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little biased towards it all. I just don't like it. It's kind of like that NBA rule that they switched. I understand it. I just don't like it. I get it. It just doesn't make sense to me specifically. Why would players have to sit? Because fuck them.
Bro,
Stay at the
makes
fucking
no
school you
sense.
committed
So
to.
say the guy that we've had on here, Spencer Webb, transfers to anywhere in the world, anywhere in the nation. You would want a guy that we've sat down and had a conversation with to have to sit a year and waste his career. A guy that you've talked to, that you've gotten to know.
Again, bias as hell. I'd be booty hurt because I'm a big Oregon fan. So yeah,
Exactly.
put your ass on the
Let's
bench.
keep
for a
it
year,
biased.
Snap.
Let's make it about you, bro. You're trying to say that because Spencer Rattler is going to transfer to maybe a Pac-12 school, he shouldn't be able to play?
Yes.
Okay, but now I know where your views stand.
That's what I'm saying. If you ask me about any other school but Oregon, you might get the answer you're looking for. But you're going to ask me about my own school? Yeah, make the motherfuckers sit. You know?
So you want Spencer Webb to sit if he transfers somewhere else?
If he leaves, yep. If he
Clip
stays, no, he should get all the playing time in the world. So does. But you leave, bud. You don't know how many times I see on Instagram or on Twitter that they're like, an Oregon player is transferring, and I'll go to comment and like talk some shit, and everybody in the chat's being positive. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to be the standout that like is the only hater. But realistically, like I'm mad. Like, why? Why are you leaving us? Why? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Maybe that's the reason I'm such a great college football analyst here on the Rick T podcast. So, no, you're all
Don't
right.
look at me, bro. Don't look at me.
Hey, it is what it is, man. But hey, we got one more topic before we get to our first commercial break here on the Rick T podcast. Gotta clip that. Don't clip that, bro. You're gonna never get us an Oregon fan here on the Rick T podcast again. Don't clip that, Matt. The system was ass. I'm glad they changed it. Matt, you're a college athlete. You were a college football athlete, so I bet you were so glad that they changed that rule. It'd be stupid if they didn't, man. Schools are jumping conferences.
What? Stop. You just said it'd be stupid if they didn't change that rule.
No, they should have kept it.
Moving on, bro. Moving on.
Sorry, I'm just watching this. I'll smack it.
You
Matt
got
saying
my mic all crooked because I'm all acting up now.
I didn't start Dak in fantasy. Nah, man, Matt, I gave up after I lost last week. It was a killer. The Browns. Never put your money on the Browns. But, man, let's get into this final topic before our first commercial here on the Rick T podcast, man. Gardner Minshew's trash. We got some WNBA news for you guys.
Super.
Haven't done this for a minute, man. But why can't college football players be as loyal as Sue Bird? You know, back for her 19th season with one team, the Seattle Storm. I don't see her in the transfer portal. I don't see her getting traded. But then again, she is a 12-time All-Star, a 5-time gold medalist, a 4-time WNBA champion, and the WNBA's leading all-time assist leader. Sue Bird, like you said, Sue Bird. I was cheating it and making money off my NIL anyway, but my homies who transferred didn't deserve to lose a year. So, Matt.
Did you snitch on yourself?
I was going to say, you sure we're live, right? You sure you want to put that out there? And if you didn't want us to pop that up on screen, hit me with a DM or something.
We may only have like 20 viewers right now, but one day we're gonna blow up, and I'm gonna pop that up. I'm gonna screenshot that and pop it up.
If you ever piss me off, man, I'm just gonna send it to your old coach.
It was years ago. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Matt's like, I don't give a fuck. Now I'm just playing Matt, but let's be 100% honest real quick. It's been going on since Reggie Bush, and it still continued to go on until that NIL rule came at the beginning of 2021. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's college football for you. If you're not going to pay these athletes and they're not on full ride scholarships and they have to work a full-time job plus go to school, pay bills, pay rent, stuff like that, how the fuck do you expect them to get money? They're going to have to get deals, get NIL deals. They're going to have to go hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the law of the land, baby. I hate to say it, but Matt, I support you doing that, getting your grind on. But Matt, your homies left. They did deserve to sit a year. I hate to say that too. They deserved. No, they really didn't. I think I'm just being a biased asshole.
Let's talk about Sue Bird a little bit, and then let's get to a commercial break. I need another beer.
Ooh, I just got an interesting little DM. I can't mention it on the show. It was told not to be mentioned.
Austin Eckler?
No.
Oh.
No. Not Austin Eckler. But he's coming soon. He's coming soon, man.
Did you tweet today?
No. He said the DM said I could tell you on break though.
Oh, all right. Let's bet.
Hey, let's get to break then. Here on the Rick T Podcast, Season 2, Episode 34, January 8th, 2022, man. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back in 4 minutes. Stick around. NFL trivia, NFL topics right on the other side. We'll be back in 3 to 4 minutes. We got hella viewers right now. It's only going to get better because the trivia gets harder, man. And I'm telling you, somebody in chat, if somebody in chat gets more trivia questions right than you, Tony, free Rick T Podcast t-shirt.
Fuck it. Let's do a jersey.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah, let's do it.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but I was still a kid with a dream.
The $1,000 showdown started off with a bang and turned into something I never thought it could be.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent.
Everyone had a motive. Everyone wanted to grind. And everyone wanted that money. But who wanted it the most is what it came down to. Where alliances started, alliances were also broken.
I feel like I don't know, I'm not gonna say nothing.
My phone a friend just got here. He's on his way to the library now, but he approves of my pick.
Some from friends to foe.
Hey, Eric, have you ever heard of a domino effect? So when something happens to somebody, something else happens to somebody else?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Don't you do it to me, guy.
Don't you?
I'm sorry,
guy. 6 teams made it, but who wanted it the most? who was going to do anything for that money, and most importantly, for that championship.
Incomplete. Fuck the Jets, the Brady Bunch, Rocky's butt fumbler, Joe no, or beans above the frame.
While some are looking from the sidelines, someone is going home with the gold. The league is just heating up. It didn't start week 1. The pressure starts now. The draft, the trades, that's all over with now. It's time to fight till the end. To some, fantasy football is just a game. But for us, fantasy football is life. Gotta let it ride out.
Cut the beat, Pops. Cut the beat, Pops.
Thank you, Jason Cave. Appreciate that. Tony's Pops. Welcome back to the Rick T Podcast here on January 8th, 2022. Man, you guys stayed with us through that commercial. Now we have to give you guys just a fire ass second half of this show, starting off with the NFL news here on the Rick T Podcast. Man, let's get in it, man. Let's get into it. It being the last week of the NFL regular season, this may be the last time we're going to get to talk about certain teams, certain franchises until the beginning of the 2022-2023 season. Am I right, Tony?
Exactly.
So let's start with the New York Giants. This may be the last time we bring up the Giants, but I bet Giants fans aren't mad about that, man. The New York Giants, not at any point in the last 5 years, have had a winning record. They're the only team in the NFL to not have even 1 week where they sat above 500 in any of the last 5 years. So, Tony, let me go ahead and I talked about the Giants on the Talk Your Talk show on Wednesday, man. I want to get your opinion. What the fuck is the Giants' problem? And me personally, I said it was Saquon. I said if they get rid of the drama, if they get rid of the person that everybody has their eyes on, I think people start to pay attention to the whole franchise and figure out we need to get this position and this position. Not only we have Saquon, because that's all I hear from Giants fans lately is we have Saquon.
Who was a bust.
Where you're at, man.
Who was a bust. He's the fantasy bust of the year.
So, Tony, give us a little opinion on the Giants, man. What's your thoughts on this?
I'm honestly going to blame Danny Dimes just as much as Saquon Barkley.
Yeah?
And well, honestly, let's bring it down to the coaching. We could do the whole damn team at this point if we really wanted to, but I think the main two focal points is going to be you don't have a leader. Danny Dimes is not a leader, in my opinion. I don't watch too much Giants football, but I don't see him anywhere on SportsCenter ever. I don't see him putting up good numbers. Honestly, does he put up average numbers?
Saquon?
No, Danny Dimes.
Oh, Daniel? No. I like Daniel because I'm a Dallas fan, but if I was a Giants fan, hell no. Daniel sucks.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it goes both ways between let's start with the quarterback and the running back.
We got Zylo here. If we were under good management and have a good old line, we're a top 10 team. Giants fans. Come on, man. Here on the Rick T Podcast, we can't lie to ourselves, Jesse. Let's be real. I just popped up a statistic that you can't sit here and say is not true because I know it's true. For the last 5 years, you guys have never had a winning record. I don't know what happened, bro. I have no clue what happened to the Giants. But when people were like, yeah, the NFC least, I'm like, okay, I get the Eagles are kind of bad. I get Dallas can be bad certain years. I get Washington really hasn't been shit ever. But now I'm like, oh, this is what they're talking about. They're talking, we play with the Giants. We play the Giants twice a year. And they have never had a winning record in the past 5 years. Not 1 week have they been over 500, Tony. In 5 years.
It's rough.
That sucks.
That
sucks for me as a Dallas fan. I feel like we've been beating a Pop Warner team to smithereens for years now.
So that means they've lost their first 2 games every year for the past 5 years?
Yeah. They've literally never had a winning record for the last 5 years, which is like blows my. I've never heard of some shit like that.
How does the NFL not give them like Houston or
Week
the
one,
Jets or the Jaguars?
how does they
as a
not
week
give them
one, bro?
somebody good for week one? Like, give them somebody to start off with, but they don't give them shit. They do the
No.
Giants mad dirty. And I don't know why, but it's a sad organization, man. I hate to say it, but the New York Giants never had a winning record. And let me go ahead and look at it real quick. Yeah, they went 0-3 this season. Denver, Washington, Atlanta. And they could have won those first 2 games. Let's be real. At least won one Super Bowl since the 90s.
Denver?
So is Dallas and Denver since the 90s.
Wait, no. Denver won one. Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. We both teams have won one since the 90s. You said since 2000, I couldn't say shit.
I could.
You could. Believe me, I seen
At least we've won one since 2010.
I heard a bad statistic about Denver. You want me to go ahead and bring it up?
Is it the one from the show today?
It was the one that I heard from an ESPN reporter today after your guys' loss.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Let
Like
it rip.
Denver is the first team in the Super Bowl era to go to a Super Bowl and then not make playoffs the next 6 years after.
I thought it was 5.
When did you guys go to the Super Bowl? 2015?
It was my first year at Mesa, so I think it was 2015, 2016.
Yeah, so 5 or 6 years. That's still a bad statistic.
That's horrible. That's really bad.
You go out, it's Peyton Manning. It's literally Peyton Manning. Dude, Dallas is smashing these dudes.
We got spoiled with Peyton Manning, bro. We got mad spoiled with Peyton Manning.
Dallas just put up 50.
Who scored?
Jaquan Hardy. My guy Goggles. We got the third string. This guy was literally on the practice squad the whole year, and he just ran like a 30-yard touchdown. So
I thought you said Coop was good for 100 yards against the Eagles.
He is. Go ahead and check what he got. I guarantee he got 100.
79.
He got how many?
79.
Okay. Well, fuck. We
That's
already
100, bro.
Listen to me, bro. We're 11-5, we're about to be 12-5, and we already clinched a playoff spot. We don't need to play anybody. This is for seeding reasons.
Fucks. I care about my fucking fantasy, and you promised me 100 yards, dog.
I'm sorry, not in week 18. You ain't gonna get 100 yards from anybody except maybe Jamar Chase.
Greg the Leg in a PPR has 2.9 points less than Coop right now.
Sorry. Greg the Leg is going fucking crazy.
Don't give me that half-ass sorry, bro.
Well, because I don't give a fuck. Amari went 80 yards is all right, bro. Like in week 18, 80 yards, especially from Amari Cooper, that's good for me.
Oh, shit.
I'm cool on it, bro.
The Cowboys' last Super Bowl was the year I was born.
Yeah, 96. Their next one is February 8th, 2022.
Hey, Zylo, calm down. At least we have one since 2010, all right?
Jesse, no, you weren't. Do you not know what the 90s are? You're telling me 96 isn't the 90s?
Since the 90s.
Yeah, I know we haven't won one since the 90s, but that's not what he said. He said y'all haven't, or at least we've won one since the 90s.
Damn it. I thought it was 2010.
What, when the Giants won?
Yeah, damn it. You got my ass.
It's been quite a bit, man. But let's move on to another NFL topic that I have here, man. Go ahead and pop that comment off the screen for me real fast. 32 games this season have been won on the final play of the game. 5 of them are from the Raiders alone, and 3 of them are from the Falcons, the Vikings, the Bengals, and the Ravens. 5 is the most in NFL history for a team in one single season, and the Raiders are going through it, dog. The Raiders have been going through it all year.
Since week 3.
So let's just go ahead and talk a little bit about the Raiders' resume real quick. If I can just go ahead. I don't got it right in front of me, so I'm popping it off the top of my head. They start off 5-0, and then I'm pretty sure they lose like 4 or 5 games in a row. They lose their head coach, John Gruden. They lose their star wide receiver, Henry Ruggs. They lose 2 of their starting DBs in 3 weeks, and they are still win and you're in this weekend. They play the Chargers on Sunday night. They are the last game of the NFL regular season, and it's whoever wins is in unless Jacksonville beats the Colts, which is probably a 3% chance.
All right.
So if the
Hang
Raiders
on.
win, they're in. Tony?
Y'all have never heard me say this, and I will never say this again, but props to the Raiders. Okay. Justin, you know me, diehard Broncos fan, man. Props to the Raiders. You'll never hear that out of my mouth again. So clip it, put it up on your wall on a video picture frame. I don't care. It's never happening again.
I said this on the Talk Your Talk show, man. When you're talking about the Raiders in 2021, the only thing that you can say really is you can just describe it in one word sentences. Grind. Grind is the best word that I can fucking say. Is they've been grinding.
One word I think of.
Struggle.
Shit.
Struggle. Hurt. Pain. Jail. Like there's my guy FCF Beast Mafia. What's up, my guy Brennan, man? Appreciate you for tuning in to the Talk Your Talk Rick T podcast here on the Rick T platform. We appreciate you for tuning in to all of them, man. Had a lot of fun with you last night on Twitter, man. Let's get it going. People are popping up the J's.
Hey, hang on.
I'm like,
where my moccasins at? I'll pop them shits up.
I got some AB Fashion Nova on if you like that, though, man. AB Fashion Nova, man.
On.
But the Raiders, they be grinding. That's literally the easiest thing I can say about it is the Raiders be grinding. My guy Astro is saying, perseverance.
I feel like astrophysical anomaly vocabulary is insane.
Look at the shit he's saying on the Rick T podcast. You know we're a bunch of dummies.
Yeah, bro. You know we're dropouts, college dropouts.
You're a college dropout.
You left with me, dog. We drove off campus together.
I'm an alum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fucking alum. I don't know what you're talking about, man. J Money Time, the Raiders fan, is saying heart. They got a lot of heart and they're working hard regardless. DC is a leader. I don't think anybody can go ahead and can taint that guy's personality now. I don't think anybody can. Tony, earlier in the year, we have a commercial of you being like, Derek Carr fucking sucks. He's ass cheeks. You just said shout out to the Raiders, but I don't think you feel that same way about Derek Carr. Honestly, there's no way you can.
It's still fuck the Raiders, 100%. And I'm sorry, I know we're trying to limit the cussing, but this whole show today has a lot of vibes to it that need cussing. So I apologize if it offends anybody. Let me know. I'll try to fucking fix it. But no, I can't. I have respect for Derek Carr ever since Ruggs went to jail. And the interview the day after. The interview the day after really showed me what kind of person he is. And I can always respect a player for his off the field antics and what he says.
Me too. 100%. 100%. That interview had me tearing up. You know what I'm saying? Just the way he felt. So he truly felt some type of way about the stuff that was going on with the Las Vegas Raiders. And me as, even a Dallas fan, it made me feel some type of way about the Las Vegas Raiders. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get more into that on Wednesday. And then I'm breaking the news now. On Wednesday on the Talk Your Talk show, we actually have ESPN Las Vegas Raiders insider, your boy Q, on the show to give us some more insight on, the struggles and, the stuff that the Raiders have been going through in 2021. Hopefully they win on Sunday night. So the show on Wednesday is a little bit more interesting. So maybe his mood is a little bit up. But if not, man, then you know how it be in sports world. It's any given Sunday, man. And if my guy Q doesn't get to go ahead and commentate during the playoffs, man, it hurts us all, man. But yes, your boy Q, Las Vegas Raiders insider, ESPN writer, is coming on the Talk Your Talk show Wednesday, man. So stay tuned with that. But moving on, Tony, I said in week 18, you're only going to get maybe 100 yards out of two people. My guy Amari Cooper, which didn't happen, and definitely your guy Ja'Marr Chase. So let's talk about Ja'Marr Chase a little bit, a.k.a. Offensive Rookie of the Year, if you may. Ja'Marr Chase has broke the NFL rookie record for receiving yards with 1,429 yards. That's despite leading the NFL this season with 9 drop passes. So I bring that up not to bash the guy. I'm bringing that up to actually give him his flowers while we're sitting here with him now in his rookie year. The guy has broken the rookie record for receiving yards and leads the league in drop passes. Imagine if he didn't drop any passes.
So can I make this about me real quick?
Please.
So I went to go and sell Jamar Chase's card, or not sell. I would never do that. I went to go get it quoted because if anybody doesn't know, I pulled a Jamar Chase autograph. There's only 5 of them in the whole world. I went to go and get it quoted. The guy was like, I'll give you $200 for it. If I was you, I would wait to see if he breaks Justin Jefferson's record. Fast forward 2 weeks. We have a guy who broke 3 rookie records in 1 game. And now the guy's hitting me up to try to buy the card for $300.
Hold the line, Tony. That's all I can say is you hold the line. Because
Absolutely.
imagine that rookie card when he breaks the all-time receiving record.
Absolutely.
300? Okay, 300,000. Maybe
Yeah,
from
give me
him.
my money. I
Maybe
put it in a
he's hitting
hard
you up to
case.
buy it.
Exactly. And I put it in a hard case, one of those ones that's magnets inside of a sleeve, bro. That shit's locked and sealed. No water can get to it. Dust can't get to it.
You got a
Shit.
Micah Parsons?
I do have a Micah Parsons, and it's actually out of 10.
Can I get it?
Yeah, there's only 10 of them in the world. I'll give it to you for free.
My birthday is January 25th, so in a couple weeks.
I'll give it to you on the 24th because I won't get you no birthday present, but I'll just give it to you for being a homie.
Why? Is giving me a birthday present gay or something? What's going on?
There's nothing wrong with being gay, man.
Well, I get it, but why are you opposed to it?
I'm just not a birthday guy, man. I'll tell you happy birthday on your birthday. I'm playing, bro. I'll have that shit gift wrap for you with a bow on it. You know I got you.
I was about to say I want a card and everything with it.
No,
I want
I got
a birthday card.
I got you.
Just playing.
No, you're getting a birthday card now, dog. There's no bad.
Can it sing to me?
If you wanted to, I'll have it sing "Let It Go, Let It Go." Here's this Micah Parsons card out of FOO.
Bro, that'll be lit, man. Micah Parsons is my guy. If I got the Micah Parsons and you got the Jamar Chase,
yes,
oh
sir.
man, in about 10 years, whew, we retiring in Miami, baby. We going to Florida.
We going to Los Angeles, bro. I'm not going to no Florida, but yeah, I get you.
Okay, I feel you. Luke Spinks 09 is saying the Burrow plus Chase connection is just too fucking fire. Way too goddamn fire, man. And it is. But we're not done talking about Jamar Chase. We're not done talking about the rookie receiving class. Let's talk about that in general. Jamar Chase has broken the rookie receiving record. But there is 4 rookie receivers this year that have broken their own specific record. So let's go ahead and talk about it. 2021 marks the first season ever that 4 rookies caught 70-plus passes in a single year. Jalen Waddle for the Miami Dolphins caught 99. He's in first place. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the rookie at a USC that plays for the Detroit Lions, caught 82. 79 sitting in third place is our guy Jamar Chase straight out of LSU to Bayou. And then at 70 in fourth place, it's still impressive. Honestly, more impressive than any of these guys. Najee Harris, the running back out of Alabama, man. For this guy to get 70 receptions as a running back is absolutely fucking ridiculous, man.
I got a question.
What's up?
Best touchdown celebration out of those 4. Go. Oh, hell no. You don't think it's the waddle, bro?
No. Doesn't he do that little...
Yeah, he does the penguin waddle.
Yeah, that's just pretty cool. That's just pretty cool, but no.
The gritty, bro. The gritty.
Yo. No, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I've tried to do the gritty before, and I've looked so fucking stupid. You put me on the spot, and my ass was all...
Imagine my big white ass doing it.
Imagine, right?
No, that's not happening.
Bro,
Let's
come on. That shit kills me, bro. That shit would have been legendary if you hit it for real. I just tried to see if Tony was sturdy. He didn't want it. He didn't want it.
We could all just stay assuming that I'm sturdy. How about that?
Let's see it, Tony. Come on.
Nah, man, my ankle, that shit is yeah.
Tony, we got mad motherfuckers watching right now. And they all want to see you gritty. Go ahead, everybody watching right now. How about this?
30.
I got 10 views right here, just on the screen right now. That's not including everybody else watching on Instagram.
It's not happening.
If 7 of them hashtag Tony Tony Gritty, you have to do it. 7.
7?
7.
No, bro. I'll have 70 people doing it.
Come on. Hashtag Tony Gritty, guys. We're going to continue
All right,
on.
how about
but, man,
this?
we
How
get
about this?
70.
I'll hit the Gritty when we hit 35 viewers.
No, because someone gets a jersey at 35 viewers. How about?
And you get to see my big goofy ass do the do the Gritty.
Okay, I'll make you a deal.
You got motherfuckers
Just know the
hashtagging
deal is coming. Just know that. Look, Tony Gritty. What is that? 2 right there? That's 2. Let's continue on, but just know that's 2. And know a deal is coming later in the show for you and the Gritty. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it, man. But let's continue on, man. We just talked about Najee Harris being the most impressive running back to get 70 catches in a single season. Let's talk about a different running back. Going into week 18, Derrick Henry is off of the IR. He was not activated, so he will not be playing tomorrow. But let's not forget the Titans are in the chance to be the number 1 seed, so they might have the first round bye next week anyway. But going into week 18, the guy still has 937 yards, which is 6th in the NFL. 10 rushing touchdowns, which is tied for 6th in the NFL. 219 attempts, which is also tied for 6th in the NFL. The guy hasn't had a carry since October. That's 3,
Don.
Tony.
I know you got Don and
4. That's 4, bro. That's 4. Come on now. That's 4. We need 3 more. 3 more, guys. Hashtag Tony Gritty in the chat. The Richie Podcast. Please. Tony, come on, man. RTP. People want to see it, man. Look, just one more time. People going crazy right now for it. And Don, yes, how about them Cowboys, man? Up 51-20. Come on. For the gang, Tony. For the gang. People want to see it, bro. People want to see it.
Why do you want to have secondhand embarrassment, bro? I'll be embarrassed, and then you're going to be embarrassed for me. It's going to be a bad domino effect. You see the commercial?
All right, here we go. So everyone in chat, continue the hashtag Tony Gritty. Continue that, please. But I'll go ahead and make you a deal right after I talk about this next segment real quick. So the number 6 seed in the NFC is the San Francisco 49ers at 9-7. They have not clinched a playoff spot. The number 7 seed in the AFC at 9-7 is the Eagles, and they have clinched the playoff spot. I bet a lot of you guys are asking, how is that possible? How's the number 7 seed in, but not the number 6 seed? So let me go ahead and tell you guys how. So if the Saints at 8-8 win in week 18, the Eagles and 49ers lose, it creates a 3-way tie at 9-8 between the 3 teams. In this situation, the tiebreaker comes down to the conference record for each teams. Current records versus the NFC, the Eagles are 7-4, the 49ers are 6-5, and the Saints are 6-5. Okay, but still, how did the Eagles clinch? Many are asking. Philly is clinched because they would win a 2-team tiebreaker with the Saints, and they would win a 3-team tiebreaker with the 49ers and Saints. If the teams finish at 9-8, Philly and the Saints get in thanks to their NFC records. If the 49ers and the Saints win and the Eagles lose, the 49ers are in with a better record at 10-7, while the Eagles at 9-8 get in over New Orleans thanks to head-to-head win over the Saints in Week 11. All right, enough. What does this all mean for Week 18? Let me go ahead and tell you guys straight up. So Week 18 scenarios, the 49ers need to win versus the Rams or the Saints to lose to the Falcons. The Falcons need to win the Saints need to win versus the Falcons, or for the 49ers to lose versus the Rams. Simple. I just told you guys, the Eagles are already in. So if the 49ers lose, they're in. But the Saints also but no, it's either or. So if the 49ers lose, they're in. If the 49ers win, they're in. If the Saints win, they're in. You guys understand what I'm saying? Whoever wins out of these 2 teams are in. Eagles are already in. It's bullshit. It's mad bullshit. We're going to get to a quick commercial break, man, but that's 6.
Y'all going to have me practicing my Gritty and the off screen, see if it work or not.
7.
God damn it, Mike.
Mike, that's why Mike does his goddamn thing. Tony, we're going to get into a quick commercial break, let you practice your Gritty, but I want to see it before we get into trivia. I definitely do, because that's what's on the other side of this commercial break, man. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in to the Rick T Podcast here on January 8th, 2022. We'll be right back after this short 3-minute break, man. Stick with us NFL trivia is on the other side. And if you guys finish higher than Tony, somebody's getting a free Rick T podcast t-shirt here in chat.
Not
Man.
hard.
And Tony's
It's
going to
not
do the
hard.
gritty too. Tony's also going to gritty. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
Football is a microcosm of America. All races, religions, living, playing, competing side by side. I pray we dedicate ourselves to be the best team we can be. Let's choose to be for one another, to fulfill the promise of one nation, to be part of the solution, be part of the change, to try harder, show up, dive in, and stay at it.
Oh, can we touch for a second? Be us for a second. No matter what I give it to, my love looks better on you.
Right now, I'm watching the Jake Paul, Tyrone Woodley fight. They are the main event. But let's talk about who's fighting next. Darren Williams and Frank Gore.
Yeah, I got that pulled up, ready to go.
Them two boys about to throw blows, man.
Can we verify that number, Eric?
Yeah, they do. Oh my God, dude. Hold up. Are you watching this right now?
As soon as you said, "Oh my God," I turned my head and I saw him falling through the ropes.
Damn.
And then Williams was just like, mink, 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 mink.
Yeah, he was fucking him up. God damn, if you guys are not watching this Jake Paul, Tyrone Woodley fight right now, it seems to me the NBA might be about their shits, Tony. Is there something I didn't know about you guys? And I didn't mean to break up the NFL talk and shit that we were talking about, but when you look down and you see an NBA player knock Frank Gore out the fucking ring, like that is to go in this round.
What is happening? Yo, we gotta stay focused here. Sorry, but hey, lock in.
Frank Gore was trying to tackle him out the ring. What the? Barrett's a legit boxer, I guess. So yeah, Frank Gore just tried to play linebacker for the first time ever. So that was fucking wild. Welcome back to the Rick T Podcast here, January 8th, 2022. Guys, you guys stayed with us through that commercial, and actually we gained a couple more fans through that commercial. Come on, Tony. Bro, just give people what they want to see.
Nah, bro, I don't even know how to do it.
Give people what they want to see.
Bro, show me how to do it one more time.
I'm not stopping this.
Show me how to do it one more time.
Stress me when I can't sleep, back on when I see you. Play with me, you can't sleep, we got into the sea shoe. You won't have no case rearrange your shit soon as they face you. You won't have no space when you
can't do that.
Say it again. I'm sorry, I was jamming. What'd you say?
I can't do that. My body physically will not do that.
Tony, everyone knows that you can do it. And I don't think you want me to expose you now, do you?
What you mean?
You just did it for me during the break.
No, I tried. That shit looked goofy as hell.
I don't know how to do it.
You hit it great.
It's because I'm sturdy with it, right, Matt? Come on now, Tony. Give people one attempt. Don't be lame. Don't be lame as shit. Give people one quick attempt. At least give them.
All right, rewind it.
Give them one attempt. Come on now.
Rewind it.
You want me to restart it?
Yeah.
All right, come on, Tony. Hit that shit, bro.
I got this.
You got this. Let us start. You got this, bro.
I say right foot creep.
Hey!
Look around, stay low.
Hey!
Get some bed, walk down. The devil under your feet, you're on your way to sleep. Stress me when I can't sleep.
Yes, Tony. Yes.
You can't sleep.
Bruh. That's what the people needed before trivia, bruh.
Y'all got me out of my comfort zone, so y'all better show out the rest of the show.
Hey, that boy's sturdy. That's what it is. That boy's sturdy, man. Hey, Tony, shout out to you, man. Shout out to your pops and your mom for making you sturdy, boy. Sturdy. Yes, that's what we do. That's what we do here on the Rick T Podcast, man. We just like to have a lot of fun. We like to do our shit. But now it's time to get into something big here. January 8th, 2022, man. People loved it, Tony. That's what they wanted to see, bro. No need to be embarrassed. Loved it. W. See? Did you see someone like, fuck, that was horrible. Ew. No one said that. They loved it. But now, speaking of that, man, it is time to get into some NFL trivia here on the Rick T Podcast, January 8th, 2022. Tony, we didn't get to get into this last week being some unfortunate circumstances, but this week we're getting all into it, bro. Same question, same everything, and I'm excited to get right into it and let the fans actually get into this as well, man. So everybody in the chat, Tony, yourself, are you guys ready for the Rick T Podcast trivia?
Yes, sir.
Then let's get right into it, man. Question number 1. Sorry, I had to read that. Question number 1. In 1966 season, or the 1966 season saw the first NFL team score 70 points in a regular season game. Which team embarrassed the New York Giants 72-41? Was it the Kansas City Chiefs, the Dallas Cowboys, the Washington Redskins, or the Green Bay Packers? I'll go ahead and give you 10 seconds to go ahead and think about that. Let me go ahead and repeat the question one more time. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. 10 seconds. Now, Tony, the question again, and I'm gonna go ahead and read it again and give you the answers again, so it gives chat the little chance to catch up and answer this themselves. So the question is: in the 1966 season, saw the first NFL team score 70 points in a regular season game. Which team embarrassed the New York Giants 72-41? Was it the Kansas City Chiefs, the Dallas Cowboys, the Washington Redskins, or the Green Bay Packers? So let me go ahead and read the chat real quick. Mike is saying Packers. Dawn is saying Packers. Little Spinks 09, my cousin Sergio is saying Packers. Matt is saying Chiefs. What is your answer?
You know, I don't think that you would give us an obvious biased answer of the Cowboys, and I'm rocking with the majority of chat. Let's go Green Bay.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, sir.
All right. The answer is the Washington Redskins. It's pretty tough to score 41 points in a game and lose, but the Giants did on November 27th, 1966. The Redskins were led by quarterback Sonny Jurgensen. I got Astro with the right answer, man. Ding, ding. Go ahead and keep your own score. Let me know what you have. I'll let you guys know right now. I have 8 questions. 8 questions. Astro's the only one that got that one right. Shout out to you guys, man. Moving on to question number 2 here in trivia on the Rick T Podcast, man. Who was the first team to score more than 560 points in a single season? Was it the 2016 Dallas Cowboys, the 1976 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 2007 Patriots, or the 1920 Canton Bulldogs? I'll give you 10 seconds to think about that starting now. Question number 2. Who was the first team to score more than 560 points in a single season? Was it the 2016 Cowboys, 1976 Buccaneers, 2007 Patriots, or the 1920 Canton Bulldogs? Let's go ahead and read chat real quick. Astro is saying Patriots. So, Tony, that's the only answer we have right now. What is your answer?
I'm going to go Pats.
You're going to go the 2007 Patriots?
Yeah, let's go.
Let me go ahead and read real quick. Mike is saying 2007 Patriots. Don is saying the 2007 Patriots. You're going the Patriots. Astro is going the 2007 Patriots. Oh, Lil Spinks 09, who is a Patriots fan, is also going to New England Patriots. This is getting intense. Again, who was the first team to score for more than 560 points in a single season? Everyone is unanimously going to New England Patriots. The answer is the 2007 New England Patriots. The 2007 Patriots scored 589 points, topping the 1998 Vikings record of 556. So everyone got that right, man. Shout out to you guys for that. Question number 3. Who was the first head coach to win 3 NFL Coaches of the Year awards? Was it Bill Belichick, Jimmy Johnson, Don Shula, or Dick Vermeil? 15 seconds starting now. The question was, who was the first head coach to win 3 NFL Coach of the Year awards? Was it Bill Belichick, Jimmy Johnson, Don Shula, or Dick Vermeil? Let's go ahead and shoot the question over to chat and see what answers we got here. So we got our guy Astrophysiognomically is saying Shula. We got Mike Clark saying Shula. We got Don Clark saying Shula. We got Little Spinks saying Bill. Tony, who was the first head coach to win 3 NFL Coach of the Year awards? Was it Bill, Jimmy, Don Shula, or Dick Vermeil?
So I feel like I feel like Astro and the Clarks got another tab open and are typing these in as you're asking them. So I'm gonna go with Shula as well.
They're also the old heads in the chat too, so they should know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's no offense. I'm just saying this is their shit. They grew up on this shit.
My other guess was Dick
Vermeil.
Mm-hmm.
So your answer, Don Shula?
Yeah.
Shula? Answer is Don Shula. Not just 3, but 4 of the awards were put in Shula's pocket. The award began in 1957 with George Wilson of the Detroit Lions winning it. Shula won the awards in 1964, 67, 68, and with the Baltimore Colts in his 4th with the perfect season. Sorry about that. I couldn't read it on my thing. Then his 4th with the perfect season in the 1972 Miami Dolphins. So Don Shula doing his goddamn thing. If you guys got that one right, go ahead and put it in your win column. If you got that one wrong, go ahead and put it in the L column, man. And Mike Clark saying old school in the house.
2 for 3.
That's what I'm saying, man. I feel like you can't call somebody an old motherfucker because then it's offensive. But if you say old head, it's like a respect thing. You know what I mean? Like old head, you should know this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is your generation, man. So shout out to all my old heads here on the Rick T podcast, man. Pops didn't show up tonight, I guess. I was 6 when Shula won his first. See? That's the shit he's on. You know what I'm saying? This is right up Mike's alley. Right up Mike's alley, man. Moving on to question number 4. 10 seasons as an NFL or as a head coach with the same team is a milestone for NFL head coaches. Which of the following was a head coach of the same team for more than 10 seasons? Was it Tom Flores, George Allen, Bill Cowher, or Don Coryell? I'll give you guys 10, 15 seconds starting. The question was 10 seasons as a head coach with the same team is a milestone for NFL coaches. Which of the following was a head coach for the same team for more than 10 seasons? Was it Tom, George, Bill, or Don? Let me go ahead and read chat real quick. We got our guy, Lil Spinks09 is saying Don. We also have Don Clark saying Bill. We got Mike Clark saying Allen. And we have Astro saying Cower. So really the answers are split all around the board this one, Tony. Who are you going to go with?
I'm rocking with Mike Clark. Let's go George Allen.
You're going George Allen. You're rocking with the guy Mike Clark in chat?
Mm-hmm.
All right, the answer to that. Bill Cower. Cower held the helm of the Pittsburgh Steelers for 15 seasons from 1992 to 2006. Allen split his 12 seasons between the Rams and the Redskins. Don split his 14 seasons between the Cardinals and the Chargers. And Flores coached for 12 seasons, 9 with the Raiders and 3 with the Seahawks. Paul Brown helmed the Cleveland Browns. Sorry, I'm reading this as it's scrolling across the screen as you guys are. Paul Brown helmed the Cleveland Browns for an amazing 17 seasons and also the Cincinnati Bengals for another 8. Joe Gibbs of the Washington Redskins, Jesus, I really put some information in this one, was another rarity, taking the helm of them for 16 seasons. Don Shula topped all of these by having the helm of the Miami Dolphins for 26 seasons. God damn! Yo.
Loyalty.
That guy's a GOAT. That guy's a GOAT. 26 seasons. Shit, no wonder my dad likes the Dolphins. That's all he knows.
Yo, 2 things. 1, Uncle Mikey's in chat hiding.
Why is he being a hoe?
Damn, bro. And then 2, he said that my gritty was better than Kirk Cousins. So
I agree. That's what I'm saying, dude. You were so scared to do your gritty, and I just wanted to hit you in private chat and be like, just look up a video of like Kurt, and you'll feel confident. His was bad, bro. He looks stupid. He's all like he looked dumb. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins just didn't have it, man. Your gritty was sturdy. Sturdy as hell, man. Moving on. Question number 5 in the Rick D Podcast NFL Trivia here on January 8th, 2022. Let's continue on. Question number 5. The NFL Rams franchise has been based in Cleveland, Los Angeles, and St. Louis. Which stadium was the 4th stadium used by the Rams franchise? Was it Anaheim Stadium, Cleveland Municipal Stadium, Busch Memorial Stadium, or Los Angeles Memorial Stadium? I'll go ahead and give you guys 15 seconds starting now. The question was, the NFL Rams franchise has been based in Cleveland, Los Angeles, and St. Louis. Which stadium was the 4th stadium used by the Rams franchise? Was it Anaheim Stadium, Cleveland Municipal Stadium, Busch Memorial Stadium, or Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum? Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and pop this to chat real quick. Astro is saying Anaheim. We got Mike Clark saying Anaheim. We got Darn Clark saying LA. And we also have Lil Spinks, my cousin Sergio, is also saying the LA Coliseum. So what are you going with in this one?
So they started in Cleveland. Then they went to
LA.
Yeah. Then they went to LA. Then they went to St. Louis. Then they went to Anaheim. Or no, SoFi. No, wait, it's not SoFi. SoFi is the 5th one, huh?
I low-key gave the answer away, like messing up the way I worded it, but I just shut up and moved past it.
It's gotta be. Damn it, bro. So Cleveland, LA, St. Louis, LA. Right?
So what's your answer?
Yeah, I'm going Coliseum, bro.
You're going the LA Coliseum?
Yeah.
The one that we know it's nicknamed to?
Yeah.
The LA Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is the LA Coliseum. The Rams played 3 different stadiums while in Cleveland. The Municipal Stadium in 1937, 1939 through 1941, and 1945. League Park 1937, 1942, 1944 through 45, and Shaw Stadium in 1938. The fourth stadium was the Los Angeles Coliseum, the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where they played from 1946 through 1979. So if you guys got that one right, go ahead and mark it in your Coliseum, Doug. If you got that one wrong, go ahead and mark it in your Anaheim L column. I don't know where you guys got Anaheim from, but moving on. Question number 6.
Angels are the same thing in baseball.
We got 3 more questions left in the Rick T Podcast trivia. Actually 4, because I got one special one that I haven't shown anybody. So moving on to question number 6, man. Dick Butkus and Chicago Bears owner coach George Halas have much in common. Which statement below is false? So you really got to be an old head to know this shit, Tony. Get in your old mind. You know what I'm saying? Get in that old school vibe. Think about it. If you loved Dick Butkus, what statement is false about this? They both played linebacker during their professional careers. They both are first-generation Americans. They both are University of Illinois alum. Or they both were born in Chicago. I give you 15 seconds to really scroll this one over, man. So the question was, Dick Butkus and Chicago Bears owner coach George Halas have much in common. Which statement below is false? Was it they both played linebacker in their professional careers? They both are first-generation Americans? They both are University of Illinois alumni? Or they both were born in Chicago? Let's go ahead and read the chat in this one real quick. Astro is saying that's where they played before moving to St. Louis. Oh, that must have been the last question. Same college. Mike is saying born in Chicago. Astro is also saying born in Chicago. There's no way that's true. My cousin Sergio is saying they both are first-generation Americans. So the answers are split across the board. But Tony, what are you thinking here?
I'm calling out Astro if this is right, because I'm not going with yours. But that's fishy, bro.
What?
That's fishy.
What?
If it's born in Chicago, I don't think a lot of people know where players are born. So I think that's a little fishy. You might have that extra tab open. You know what
Mike
I'm saying?
said it too.
I called Mike out with Astro, though, didn't I?
I think this is the one you got the tab open. He's like, oh, hell no. These dudes ain't even American.
Last time I didn't go with Dawn, and Dawn was on her own answer by herself. She was right. So I'm rocking with Dawn Clark. Let's go same college.
You're going, they did not both go to the University of Illinois? The answer is none of you got it right. The answer is they both played linebacker during their professional careers. Hollis played offensive end, not linebacker. So far ago, they called it offensive end. He also was a team head coach, handled ticket sales, and was in charge of almost all business aspects of the team. So all of you guys put that in your L column. These are questions that I really, really didn't expect anybody to know. But, you know, it's fun to give people some stats, some facts, some statistics on some certain things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But let's move on to question number 7, where I think you guys may be able to get a little bit more in tune because this is more our speed here, right? So question number 7, 2 more questions left, 3 more questions left. Sorry about that. Here we go. Question number 7. How many wide receivers were selected before Terrell Owens in the 1996 NFL draft? Was it 3, 7, 11, or none? Was he the first receiver drafted off the board? I'll give you guys 15 seconds. How many wide receivers were selected before Terrell Owens, a.k.a. T.O., in the 1996 NFL draft? Was it 3, 7, 11, or were none drafted before him? Let's go ahead and shoot this one to chat quick. Don Clark is saying 3. He thinks 3 receivers were selected before him. Astro is saying 11. Mike is saying 7. And Sergio is also saying 7. So, Tony, what are you thinking here?
I think the only person in chat I haven't rocked with yet is Astro and then Spinks, but Spinks is going with Mike. So Astro, let's get it. I'm going 11.
Is that your final answer, 11?
Yes, sir.
All right, 11. The answer is 11. There was 1, Keyshawn Johnson to the Jets. Number 7, Terry Glenn to the New England Patriots. Number 18, Eddie Keenanson to the St. Louis Rams. 19, Marvin Harris to the Colts. 24, Eric Moldis to the Buffalo Bills. 31, Alex Van Dyke to the Jets. 34, Amani Toomer to the Giants. 41, Brian Still to the San Diego Chargers. 43, Mushin Muhammad to the Carolina Panthers. 52, Bobby Ingram to the Chicago Bears. And 56, Derek Mays to the Green Bay Packers. So Terrell Owens was the 12th receiver taken off the board in the 1996 NFL draft, man. So if you guys go ahead and put 11, put it in your win column. If you didn't, sorry about that, man. Smart decision to rock with Astro on that one, though. That could have went either way, man. And this is my personal favorite question because there's a little bit of like confusion in it, I feel. So let's get into question number 8, guys. Second to last question of the night here on the Rick T Podcast Trivia. Let's move into it. Question number 8. Who was the runner-up for the 2004 rushing title? And I didn't say the leader. I didn't say the rushing leader. I said, who was the runner-up for the 2004 rushing title? Was it Sean Alexander, LaDainian Tomlinson, Tiki Barber, or Clinton Portis? I'll give you guys 15 seconds. Like I said, this is my favorite question of the night. Who was the runner-up for the 2004 rushing title in the NFL? Was it Sean Alexander for the Seattle Seahawks? Was it LaDainian Tomlinson for the Chargers? Was it Tiki Barber for the Giants? Or was it Clinton Portis for the Washington Redskins? Let's go ahead and swing this to chat real quick and go ahead and see what people are thinking. So Astro is going with Tiki Barber. Little Spinks is going with Sean Alexander. Dawn Clark is going with Clinton Portis. And, of course, her husband, Mike Clark, is rocking with her also with Clinton Portis. Answers all across the board. Tony, who are you choosing?
So I believe LT won it that year. And this works out great because I wanted to rock with Spinks on one. I'm 80% sure that it was Sean Alexander.
Is that who you're going with, Sean Alexander?
Yes, sir.
We definitely needed a drum roll for this one.
Yes, sir.
The question was again, who was the runner-up for the 2004 rushing title? Answers was across the board, but only one answer can be right. Sean Alexander. Alexander lost the rushing title to Curtis Martin by 1 yard. There was an opportunity for Alexander to score on the 1 yard line to share the rushing crown with Martin, but he didn't get the call. That hurts. That's almost like me losing $700 because they didn't want to give it to Nick Chubb on the one.
That's also like the Seahawks not wanting to run it.
They didn't want to give it to Marshawn on the one. What is wrong with people? But we got one more final question for the Rick T Podcast NFL Trivia here on January 8th, 2022. And then we get into our NFL Pick'em, shall we? So here we go. And this is the final question of the night, gentlemen. And Dawn. Since being drafted in 2014, on the left is Davante Adams. On the right is someone anonymous. And we want you to figure that out. So let's look at Davante Adams' stats. 8,066 receiving yards compared to Anonymous's 7,891. So not very far off. Teams, Davante Adams has played for the Green Bay Packers since 2014. This guy since 2014 has played for 4 different teams. Quarterbacks, it says 5, but mostly Aaron Rodgers. I mean, yeah, it's been Aaron Rodgers unless he's hurt. So I think they're just basing it out off of a couple games with backups. Quarterbacks for Anonymous, 8. And they truly mean this with like 8 starters, 8 people that they planned on taking their franchise forward with. Superstar status, Devontae Adams is a bona fide superstar. Anonymous is worthy of consideration. But with these stats, I'm interested to see who you guys are going to think this is. So I'll give you guys 15 seconds to go ahead and to ponder this over. Let me know who you guys. Oh, shit. Wrong song. Sorry about that. I guess this is the song we're rocking with. 15 seconds. Go ahead. We got an OBJ. I think OBJ got drafted in like 17, though.
Nah. That'd be a good one. He's played for 4 teams. No?
If someone can get this right off the bat in chat or yourself, I'll give him a free Rick T podcast t-shirt. Just for getting this one right.
4 teams. OBJ played for Giants, Cleveland, and Rams. That's tough, man.
This is really tough.
I was going to say AB as well, Don, but I can only think of 3 teams he's been on.
What, AB?
Yeah.
Steelers, the Raiders, the Patriots, and the Bucks.
Oh, it's got to be AB. It's 100% got to be AB. I forgot about the Raiders. Terrell Owens. Matt, are you watching the show? It's got to be AB, bro.
Everyone's saying AB now. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
I mean, he was a big topic here on the Rick T podcast, episode 34 here in season 2. You know, I might be working with the guy, him joining my Zappers. You know, the Buccaneers suck. They're 5-4 without him, 7-0 with him, and now they don't have him at all. So it seems like you and the rest of the chat is guessing AB. Is that your guys' final answers?
I don't like the way you're talking. No.
What? I could be being just really confident. Look at Uncle Mikey coming out of the fucking woodworks with a great guess. Hawkins is one for 2, though.
And he got drafted before 2014, right?
I might have missed part of the question. Okay, let me pop it back up for a second. I'll give you guys some little second. Since being drafted in 2014, who is anonymous? 8,000 yards to 7,000, almost 8,000 yards. 1 team compared to 4 teams. 1 quarterback basically compared to 8 quarterbacks. Bonafide superstar. Anonymous is worthy of consideration. Me, in my personal opinion, I don't like him. But the guy, obviously, his stats don't lie. Stats don't lie at all.
8. So my only problem with Antonio Brown here is I can't think of 8 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He didn't have long enough stint with the Raiders to have played with a backup. So that's 1 with Derek Carr.
Okay.
Tom Brady hasn't been hurt since he played with the Bucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady. Pats, I can't think of more than 1. Steelers, maybe 2. But 8? No, wait. Because he was with the Steelers for a while. Could have been more than 2.
We're waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy? Or
fuck it, Don. Let's ride, AB.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Brandon Cooks.
Bro, I would have never guessed that.
I don't think anybody would have. I don't think anybody would truly think like Brandon Cooks, 8 quarterbacks. I knew it. Like, nah, bruh. 4 teams, 8 quarterbacks. Brandon Cooks for you, baby.
Brandon Cooks, man. Damn.
He said, "Oh shit, haha, I just cheated. I won't give it away, but y'all."
Man, fuck you, man.
Matt, you the fucking goat, dog. You fucking.
Dawn had me sold on AB, bro. With her confidence, I was sold.
That was a great guess because I didn't think about that. AB was a topic here on the show. He played for 4 different teams, probably 8 different quarterbacks. So I was like, pretty good.
I couldn't think of 8 though.
And then Uncle Mikey
Patriots
came in here with
won
Flame Hopkins. I think Hopkins got drafted the same year, so that was a good guess.
That was a great guess.
Yep. Brandon Hopkins or Brandon Cooks. Brandon Hopkins. I know what the fuck am I talking about. Brandon Cooks. Hey, but that was the Rick T Podcast NFL Trivia. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You honestly, no one did very well. I think I need to come up with more current questions because the 1967 questions just wasn't working for anybody.
In chat. Drop your scores in chat.
Drop your score. Yeah, please drop your. Do you remember your score, Tony?
It was
9 questions.
9 out of 9.
Actually, we'll go 8 because that last question was.
Yeah,
that was
so
just for fun.
8 out of 8. Yeah. And I went like 3 for 8, dog.
Oh, okay. I don't know who won it, man. But it's time to get into our Rick T Podcast NFL Week 18 pick'ems to get out of here on the show, man. So let's get into it. Let me go ahead and read chat real quick. QBs were throwing me off, but never thought about Cook. No one would. Cook. That's what I'm saying. Like, stats not very far off of Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is known as, Hall of Famer. Brandon Cooks has been on 4 different teams with 8 different quarterbacks, and no one really looks at him as a superstar in my eyes. Not me. That's what I said. Personally, me, I don't like him.
You know who is a superstar? Uncle Mikey with 15 right. Yeah,
Mikey!
But you can't trust me or my family with none of these games like that. We lose track of score.
So going back to questions 1 and 2, I played on the same team with Sony Jr. and New George Allen.
Wow. That's a strong flex. I'm not going to say weird flex. That's a strong flex.
Old head for real, Astro. I see you, dog.
Yeah.
Damn.
Astro got 5.
Is there any way you can get George Allen on the Rick T Podcast for an interview? I'd love to talk to his ass. Moving on. So me and Tony here in week 18, we're going to probably do this starting off in 2021. We might do a couple weeks where we do all 18 games again. But we realized going through this season that there was a lot of games where we guessed on that didn't matter. And then there was a lot of weeks that we didn't guess at all. We didn't do our pick'ems because we weren't on the show and certain stuff like that. So what we're going to start doing from literally now throughout. Oh, he died. Yikes. Sorry about that. Didn't know. I was born in 97, so he was, he kicked the can 7 years before I was around.
Took the hat off. Respect. All right.
Back to business. But like I was saying, we're not going to do all 18 games. We might do a couple weeks next year with our new analyst joining RTP. I'm not going to say his name. I'll let that be a surprise. I'll let the offseason, make you guys itch like some crackheads wondering who's going to be joining Tony and Eric on RTP. I'll let you guys wonder, but know it's going to be big for 2022-2023 NFL season. But this is what we're doing. We're not doing all 18 games. We're going to pick out the games that mean something, the games that we want to talk about, the teams that we like watching. We're going to talk about those games. So right here, I have 8 games for our pick'ems this week. Some in the morning, some in the afternoon, and we're definitely talking about Sunday night's game, man. So starting off here, and Tony, I'll let you hit it first before I go ahead and hit it. But let's start off here. Bears 6-10 at Vikings 7-9. Neither team really has a chance to make playoffs, but the Vikings are a -4 favorite. Over under 44.5. This game is at 1 p.m. Eastern. Tony?
Uncle Mikey, I'm not going to rock against you. Let's go Vikings on this one. I actually like the -4 here. I don't like the over. So if you're going to do a same game parlay on this, take the Vikings, take that -4 and an under on the 44.5. Vikings final score, let's go 21-14.
21-14. You're going Vikings?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going Vikings in this one. That Matt Nagy did go ahead and give Andy Dalton the Week 18 start. I don't know what this means for Justin Fields going forward, but for some reason, I think this could be almost like a goodbye to Andy Dalton type deal. You know what I mean? I don't see him being on the Bears next year because everyone knows Justin Fields is their future. He's not obviously going back to Dallas, and he's not getting any younger. So is this a goodbye to Andy Dalton? I think him giving him the start in Week 18 for the Chicago Bears could kind of be like the tip of the hat from maybe Matt Nagy, from maybe all the rest of the NFL, kind of giving him his flowers in Week 18 of the 2022 season. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Bears in this one. Cousins about to throw for 4,000 yards again this year. Who cares? The dude can't even gritty. But anyway, I got the Bears in this one. I think they're going to get their 7th win, knock the Vikings to 7-10 as well. But I got the Bears in this one. Let's go ahead and say 17-9. I think this one's a fucking weird game. 17-9.
You're wild for that, bro.
What? That he can't gritty?
Yeah.
I'm being honest. My guy Tony started with the gritty. Why can't Cousins? Jesus, with his Big Ben mobility. Dude, look
That
retarded.
dude's got a cannon, bro, and his touchdown interception ratio is solid.
The dude is dog water. All right. Moving on. Tony. Moving on. This game means a lot. Not necessarily for the Jaguars too much. But let me go ahead and drop some stats, some statistics for you guys.
That spread is so disrespectful, bro.
What?
That spread is so disrespectful.
This is why it's disrespectful. Colts 9-7 travel down to Jacksonville to play the 2-14 Jaguars. The Colts are a -15.5 favorite, and the over/under is at 44. So if the Jags win this, like I said, if the Jaguars beat the Colts tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, if the Jags win, then both the Raiders and the Chargers make the playoffs regardless of what happens in their Sunday night game. So if the Jags win, both of those AFC West teams get into playoffs in the wild card. But if the Colts win, then they have to go ahead and duke it out on Sunday night, and the winner gets in. You know what I'm saying? The winner gets in if the Colts win. But this is the thing about this game. The Colts are a -15.5 favorite. Their last 6 games traveling down to Jacksonville, they're 0-6. So do with that stat what you may. But I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there before the spread was going ahead and getting taken, before people went ahead and did their picks. The Colts are 0-6 in their last 6 trips down to Jacksonville. And Jacksonville wins, then both the Raiders and the Chargers get into playoffs. So they could be spoiler here for the Colts. But Tony, go ahead and take it away.
I don't see the Jags winning this game. I don't know why they would try to tie with the Jets here to ruin their number 1 pick again. I mean, they have a chance to have the number 1 pick right now.
Yep.
Again, back-to-back years. So I don't know why you wouldn't just stack your team and get ready for next year. But, I mean, I'm just some guy with a podcast, so we'll see what happens. I don't like the spread of -15.5. That's disrespectful as hell. I mean, I got some people in here saying the Jags are going to win. So let's lower that spread. Let's lower it down to Colts -7. I think the Colts win this game 28-21.
7-point game. I like it. So this is why I wanted to talk about this game. We have a lot of people in the chat saying the Jags are going to win this one. I just gave you the statistics on why the Jags really have a chance in this one and why they can play spoiler. So let me go ahead and just drop a little bit more insight on this. I have the Jaguars winning this one 28-21. So I have the scores, or the teams flip, same scores as you, Tony. But the reasons I have that is because the Colts already came out and said our offense runs through Jonathan Taylor. They said that yesterday. They said nothing's going to change this week, even against the Jaguars. Our offense runs through Jonathan Taylor. That's correct, and Jonathan Taylor is an MVP candidate. But if the Jaguars know that and they choose to stack 9 in the box, 8, 9 in the box, and you can't run on them, that's going to force a lot of pressure on Carson Wentz. And we all know how Carson Wentz acts under pressure. And I don't know if he can necessarily go down there and do that with all the pressure on him, knowing that the Colts are 0-6 their last 6 trips down to Jacksonville. So I have Jacksonville winning this one 28-21 versus the Colts. I think this is going to be a good game. I got the Chargers and the Raiders making it in a tie.
I like when we disagree.
It's been happening a lot tonight, but in like a very respectful way too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
disagreed on the AB shit. We disagreed on this game, but I'm not like, fuck you, piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not coming at you about,
Whoa.
weird shit.
Whoa. Calm down.
My boy sturdy with the gritty. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This game also means something. Steelers 8-7-1 at the Ravens 8-8. Ravens a -3.5 favorite. The over and under is at 40.5. Steelers win this one with a little bit of help. They're in. If they lose this, regardless of what help they get, they're out. So, Tony, take it away.
Is Lamar playing or is it Huntley?
Nope, it's Huntley.
Yeah. Sorry, Ben. Your last game as a Steeler is going to be an L, bro. I like Huntley. Huntley's a humble dude, and he's just here to play some football. And I like the dude. The Ravens -3.5 is a safe bet. I like that. The over under of 40.5. I don't like that. Both defenses are all right. So let's go -3.5 Ravens, over under. Let's go under the 40.5, and let's go Ravens win this game 21-14. Yeah,
21-14, 7-point game. I could see that. I could see it. My cousin Sergio Spinks is saying Steelers with the sweep. I don't know how I feel about this. So, in my personal opinion, I like Big Ben. We actually got to watch him last Monday or whatever play his final game at Heinz Field out there in Pittsburgh. So it was really emotional for him, really emotional for a lot of people who grew up watching him, like myself, like Tony. He's really all we've known for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But like Tony said, I don't think this final game in the NFL, I think this is the end for him. They need to win with some help to get in, and they are not going to beat Tyler Huntley. Something about Tyler Huntley and the Baltimore Ravens, both different. Like I'm looking at them both differently. Tyler Huntley on this side, the Baltimore Ravens on this side. But you put them both together, all I see in that is grit, man. The Ravens know how to fight till the end, even when they don't have the pieces. And let's not forget, they started off this year without a running back, without their starting DB and Marcus Peters. They've had a lot of injuries, but I still think they win this one. I'm actually going to ride Tony's bet 20, or what'd you say, 28-21?
No, 21-14.
Okay, I'm not going to ride your bet then. I'm going to go 28-21, but I do have the Ravens on this one. And like you said, the Ravens -3.5, that's a safe bet. So go ahead and hammer that shit. Hammer that one.
Sure.
My guy Astro saying Baltimore as well. So we got some splittage here. Moving on, man. Saints 8-8 travel down to the Falcons in Atlanta 7-9. The Saints a -3.5 favorite, over and under at 40. This game is the first game of the afternoon tomorrow, 4:25 Eastern Time, 2:25 Mountain Standard Time. Tony, what are you thinking on this one? Saints with the win and some help also get in. So,
damn, these are some hard games you're putting me up against this week, man. I like the Saints in this one, to be honest with you. Do we know who's starting at quarterback? Is it Taysom?
Probably Taysom Hill.
All right. Yeah, let's go. Nah, I'm going against my gut here. Let's go Falcons on this one. Let's reverse that spread. Falcons -3.5. And then let's go. That over-under is sketchy with these defenses. Let's go over the 40 on this one. We're going 28-24.
28-24, 4-point game. You're going Falcons.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and respectfully disagree in this one as well. Something about the Saints says grit to me as well, man. And I think with them being what they've been through the last 3 to 4 years in the playoffs, you know, the Minnesota Miracle, and then it was the pass interference call, and then it was Drew Brees retiring, and like just so much going on. And they're literally this close sitting here at 8-8, and all they have to do is beat the Falcons and watch the 49ers lose to the Rams. It's an easy scenario. So I don't expect them to drop the ball here. I don't expect them to choke. I have the Saints winning this one 31-14. I just don't think the Falcons have what it takes. And who knows what the future is for Matt Ryan as well. We're all talking about Big Ben, and we're talking about Andy Dalton, but should we be talking about Matt Ryan? He's been playing for the Falcons, hasn't really did shit. He's been to a Super Bowl, dropped the ball, and now they have nobody but Kyle Pitts. So I don't know. Are we seeing the end of Matt Ryan here as well? Just wanted to throw that out. Moving on, second game of the afternoon, the 49ers 9-7 travel up to LA 12-4 to play the Rams. The Rams are a -3.5 favorite, over under sitting at 44.5. We just talked about that Saints game. The Saints have to lose, or the Saints have to win with the 49ers losing to the Rams. The 49ers have to win with the Saints losing if they want to get in. So these just go vice versa. But you have the Saints losing this one, man. So Tony, what do you have in this one?
I got the Rams in this one, 100%. I think the spread of -3.5 is too low. I actually like the spread more of like 7. We'll go 6.5 just to call it safe. So if they win by 7, you still win your money. The over-under, don't like 44. 44 is really where I cut my limit with those over-unders. So I'm going to go under the 44.5. Let's go Rams. Rams 24, Niners 14.
I think I'm just a little bit confused on if your takes actually happen tomorrow and the Saints lose and the 49ers lose. What happens? Like, what happens if they both lose? You know what I'm saying?
Does that put the Eagles in?
Oh, the Eagles are already clinched. That's why they didn't play Jalen Hurts tonight. They didn't need to win. They got beat by 40, and they were all right with it tonight.
If they both lose, it's going to go down to division.
Oh, yeah. Like they said, it'll go down to who has the more NFC wins.
Yep. Well, that's conference. That's conference. So it'll be – oh, they're not in the same division, are they?
The 49ers and Saints win and Eagles lose. If all teams finish at 9-8, Philly and the Saints get in thanks to their NFC records. Oh, okay. So if they both lose and the Saints get in because of their NFC record.
Cool.
The Saints just need the 49ers to lose tomorrow is really what the Saints need. They're like, we don't care if we win or lose. As long as the 49ers lose, we're good.
Yeah, exactly.
And they play the 12-4 Rams. So very likely for that to happen. You have the Rams winning this one. I'm going to go ahead and take it. 9-7 49ers versus the 12-4 Rams. This game is very interesting to me, being that I feel like both teams have a lot on the line here. The 49ers, they're this close. They're kind of in the same boat as the Saints, being this close with all the shit that they've been through this season. All they have to do is just win one game and watch the rest flounder, and they're in. That's all they have to do. But the Rams have sold everything for the next 7 years on this year. They got rid of 2 first rounds for Vaughn. They got rid of a first round plus some for Odell Beckham. Like, they got rid of their whole fucking team for the next 7 years to go to the Super Bowl this year. So I'm going to go ahead and say the Rams don't drop this one. I have the Rams winning this one somewhat big. But I do have the over 44.5 on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and say the final score is going to be like 32-24. I think it's a big scoring game, but I got the Rams winning this one. 3 games left here on the Rick T podcast, NFL Pick'ems for Week 18. Patriots 10-6 at Miami 8-8. Patriots are -6.5 favorite. The over/under is sitting at 40. This game is also an afternoon game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time, 2:25 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Tony, what do you have on this one?
This game's huge for Bills Mafia. So yeah. Patriots, we need them to lose. So let's go Dolphins covering the +6.5. So for anybody that doesn't know, if they're going to cover the -6.5, they would have to win by, or they would have to lose by
less than 6.5.
Thank you. So yeah, we're going to go with Dolphins. They're definitely going to cover the +6.5 because they're going to win. Let's go Dolphins. For some reason, I like 17-14 in this one.
I think it's going to be a close game. This game is usually pretty close between these 2 teams anyway.
And it's divisional, and it's 2 young quarterbacks.
Like it. You're saying 17-14 Miami.
Yep.
So I'm going to ride your wave on this. I'm not going to go exactly the same score, but this is huge. This game is huge, and that's why I put it on here. A lot of people said the Dolphins didn't clinch last week when they lost. They got kicked out of the playoffs. The Dolphins are that team that loves to play spoiler, and with everything going on for the New England Patriots, how they're fighting for the AFC East with the Buffalo Bills, which team do you think is more clutch? Me personally, I think it's the Bills. I think you personally, you think it's the Bills, and I think the world personally thinks it's the Bills. And this is why the New England Patriots are going to make us right, because this week they're going to drop the ball against the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to go ahead and go 24-17. So
Can you hear my dog snoring, bro?
Where's he doing?
He's snoring.
Oh, I don't even see him. Where's he at?
He's that little green thing right there. My grandma put a jacket on him.
What the? Did she come in and put a jacket on him?
No, he's had a jacket on. He had a jacket when he was messing up the blankets.
Oh, guess I just didn't notice. Ziggy getting some good old Z's. Some good old Zigs. Moving on, man. This is the final afternoon game of Week 18. Second to last game of the NFL regular season. Seahawks 6-10 travel up to Arizona to play the 11-5 Cardinals. The Cardinals are a -5.5 favorite. The over/under sitting at 47.5. And like I said, this is being played tomorrow afternoon, 4:25 p.m. Eastern, 2:25 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Seahawks didn't clinch. They're not going to playoffs, but they could play a little bit of spoiler in the NFC rankings if they do beat the Cardinals. Tony, who do you have in this one?
I got the Cardinals in this one, covering all of that. Let's go Cardinals 35, Seahawks 20.
35-20. So I'm going to be biased and straight with you guys on this one. I need Arizona to lose this for Dallas to move up in playoff seeding. I think we're sitting at 4 right now, which is the final like division winner seeding. If Arizona loses, then we move up to 2 or 3, which we need that. You know what I'm saying? We need that so we can play some sorry-ass teams. But realistically, not on a biased term, I think Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf fuck it up tomorrow. For some weird reason, the rumors have been flying around with Russell Wilson might not be back in Seattle next year. This could be his final game for the Seahawks. Do you think he's going to go out there and Tom Brady it? Nah. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, Tom Brady's final throw for the New England Patriots was a pick 6.
To lose
I don't see him doing that.
To lose the game. It wasn't just
game. Yeah, to lose the game. Tom Brady's final throw of his Patriots career was a pick 6 to lose the game. I don't see Russell Wilson going out there and doing that. I see Russell Wilson leaving a good taste in the Seattle Seahawks mouths. And I see him going out there and, being Chef Russell Wilson one last time and cooking it up for at least 425 yards. I'm calling it. It's my hot take. 425 from Russell. I can't call, what Rashad Penny's going to do. I can't call what DK is going to do, but I'm telling you right now, Russell, week 18, tomorrow in Arizona, 4:25 Eastern Standard Time, is going to cook.
After a take like that, if it doesn't happen, I got a feeling that his wife's going to go back to Future.
Don't fucking do that. Don't do that. Future don't want her ass. He said it in multiple songs. I have a feeling she's going to go back to Future. She's like, you're a fucking loser, Russ. I'm out. I'm heading back to the bricks in Atlanta.
Trap house. I'm going back to the
For
trap
real.
house.
Oh God, you said that and it like fucked me up, low key. I'm like, he gotta get this 425 now. He can't lose Sierra.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Nah, man. Moving on to the Sunday night game, also the final game of the NFL regular season. Also the final game here tonight on the Rick T podcast that we're doing our pick'ems on. Tony, you gotta be feeling real salt about this shit. Real salt. Being that Denver doesn't have a chance. Being that both of these teams possibly could both make it, or if not both, then one's going regardless. So let's go ahead and start here. Chargers 9-7, traveling up to Las Vegas to play the Raiders 9-7. Chargers are a -3.5 favorite. Over and under is at 49. Like I said, this is the Sunday night game. So Tony, take it away.
I got a lot going on here. I'll try to be quick about it. 1, I have Justin Herbert on my fantasy team, and I'm trying to win my money back. So he needs the ball out. 2, Antonio Gates is the man that got me really into football before I chose the Broncos as my team. It's a very weird concept. Broncos are a family team. Anyway, I got love for the Chargers in some aspect of things. They're AFC West, so it's hard to love them in all aspects. It's always fuck the Raiders. Even though I gave them some respect
but I'm going Chargers on this one. 24-7, bro. Their
24-7.
Their defense is good.
We have Raiders fans here on the Rick D podcast. One of our very good friends is a really big Raiders fan in Justin. So I think I have to go with the Raiders, even though I'm a huge Justin Herbert fan. I had a prediction at the beginning of this year that he was going to be the best quarterback in that division anyway. It didn't happen. So I might as well just ride the wave now and just it's not Justin Herbert. I do not want it to be Pat Mahomes. It ain't either of the quarterbacks y'all got. So why not Derek Carr? Why not?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's finally stop being such Raiders haters for a second and let's look at it.
No.
Why can't it be Derek
How
Carr?
about
Why can't
no?
Why not Derek?
Good for Derek Carr. I already told you I have respect for that man, but he's in a Raiders uniform and I want no success for any Raiders.
So I'm going Raiders here +3. I honestly am taking the over 49. I think both of these teams know how to score. And I think the Raiders defense is decent, but I think Justin Herbert's going to go ahead and fit it in there, man. You were also a Baker fan, and what happened?
Oh,
why does this keep coming up? So, Tony, let's clarify this for a second. I drafted Baker in our fantasy league, and people think I'm a Baker fan. Do people not remember when we started the Rick podcast?
Yes, you were a diehard Baker fan. You like Baker. I can pull clips. I'll spend the rest of my night after this. Peace out. All right, I'm gonna finish up this podcast by myself. No, I'm playing. Get your ass back here. Yep.
Mikey, hold on. Let me give my side back. Mikey, fuck you, you undercover Vikings fan. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not a Baker fan.
You did. There is a clip, and I will find it. I will spend all of my day tomorrow finding exactly what he said right there.
No, I want Mikey to find it.
He's not going to go find that.
I want Mikey to go find it.
He's not going to go find it. I promise.
I don't think you'll go find it.
Oh, I will. And then I'll post it on the Rick T platform Twitter.
You don't even have that right, okay?
I don't. It's half my podcast and platform. I have every right as you do.
I got Raiders winning this one 24-21. 3-point game. My guy, Tony.
I'll admit that shit.
No undercover, I'll admit that shit. You like Kirk Cousins and his gritty?
He's 30.
It's weird that your cousin Gritty's better than Kirk Cousins, but it's your nephew, so that didn't make sense. I'm just playing with you, man. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Rick T podcast today, January 8th, 2022. It was our second show of the year. Had a great time going ahead and breaking some sports news to you guys, breaking some sports statistics to you guys, doing Rick T podcast, NFL trivia, talked a lot of sports, fan control football. We definitely got some talk about WNBA, college football. No NBA this week, even though we could have, but we'll go ahead and bring it back next week. And then definitely got our NFL pick'ems, final pick'ems of the NFL 2022 NFL regular season. Super excited to see how this playoffs go. Certain teams probably won't be talked about too much here on the Rick T podcast, Rick T platform until the 2022 season or until they make a big free agency move. You know, the Jaguars probably won't be mentioned until draft night. But that's all right, man. Be in tune with the Rick T podcast. Biggest game of LA Raiders. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. But be in tune with the Rick T podcast, man. Follow us on all social media platforms. And if you want to follow me and Tony personally on all of our social media platforms, follow me down below and Tony down below at that RTP and that at Rick T_E, man. This was the Rick T podcast, season 2, episode 34, January 8th, 2022. I am Eric with my guy, Tony Cave. We are out of here. Peace.
I need you to stay.